Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, infill cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like Glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on a track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go.
What up, what up, what up? Already know it's your brethren, your brother, man. We here on the early side. We gonna have this conversation, man. We gonna break this thing down. We gonna go to the history.
E&E.
I knew when I first seen this boy back in 2017, I knew he was going down. Oh, and I seen him had that white boy on there about a year or two ago, kissing his feet, calling him God. I said, oh yeah, he going to jail. He going to jail. Tap in, walk in. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, that's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My foot was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Sick. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Study the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off a 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I'll be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Butcher boyed up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know what it is. It's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Fit Axe. And we here to talk about this, man. We got to talk about this, man. I know everybody talking about it, but ain't nobody going to break it down like how I'm going to break it down. And the only other person who possibly would, to the degree that I would, rest in the essence of my brother Sinful the P, he's dead. Right? Now, I'm going to be using some of my brother's content because out of everybody I've seen covering this, nobody covered it more thoroughly, in my opinion, than my brother Sinful the P. Nobody. You know? It take real ones like myself, like my brother Sinful the P, like my brother Red Supreme TV1. It take real ones like us to properly dissect this, right? I've been locked up with plenty guys. I was locked up with plenty dudes. You know, I was locked up with plenty of nature boys. I was locked up with plenty of these dudes. Hell, if I wanted to be a nature boy ass nigga, I could be, and y'all would give me all y'all's money. But I have what we call integrity and self-respect, and I'm a man. I don't do none of the shit this nigga did. I wasn't there not for no damn money. I work a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs before I would ever resort to such behavior just to get some damn money. Right? Now, when it comes to Eligio, man, right, this guy clearly is emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and definitely spiritually disturbed. And the sad part about guys like Eligio is y'all people actually be believing these niggas, man. Y'all be actually believing these guys, man. One thing I can say about Eligio, and I'm not no hater, right? By far. But one thing I can say about Eligio is that he is very charismatic and magnetic, right? I'm not going to deny that. He's a very intelligent brother too, but so stupid at the same time, right? And I can relate to that because I have fallen victim to that in my past. You know, so smart, you're stupid, all right? Oh, I can relate with that, but I've never in my lifetime done anything on this level. And this is why I always tell y'all about HR 1955. The Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. This is why I tell y'all about this stuff, because stuff like this, instances like this with Eligio, this is exactly what HR 1955 was designed for. And through this is why I had the show on Monday about epigenetics, so y'all can understand why we're talking about now. Eligio Bishop is the personification of passed down, inherited epigenetic trauma. He is literally the manifestation of that. Like literally. You know? And it's kind of sad for real, because it also brings attention to the product of kids not being monitored, kids not being supervised, and you know, this whole woke thing we got going on. You feel me? And I'm gonna always tell y'all that woke is the past tense of awake. So to say that you're woke is just a fancy way of saying you're still asleep. That's why when the whole woke thing started, I made sure that I, you know what I'm saying, I made sure that I shine light on what these words. That's why I tell y'all to study etymology, man. You know? This dude, Eligio, man. I knew this dude was going down smoking, man. I knew he was going down smoking. Right? Ain't no way this dude was going to make it out. You hear me? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, Jack. You know, tap in, walk with us, man.
To get to that breaking news coming in within the last 45 minutes, a jury in DeKalb County just found an accused cult leader guilty of rape and other charges. 11 Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter just stepping out of the courtroom for us to bring us the latest. Brittany, what do we know?
Good evening. The judge is issuing a sentence right now. Eligio Bishop is now considered a convicted rapist. The jury came back with a unanimous guilty verdict on rape and the 4 other charges this afternoon. That verdict was read around 4:15, so within the last hour, but the jury found him guilty of rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of sharing 3 pieces of sexually explicit content on social media. Prosecutors say Eligio Bishop led a cult called Carbon Nation, and they claimed he raped a member and then posted revenge porn online of her when she left. Before jurors reached a verdict, prosecutors last night reminded them to focus on the 5 charges against Bishop rather than the details surrounding the cult.
It's what the defendant did with that power that matters. That's why he's on trial. His ideas aren't on trial. The fact that he's a cult leader is not why he's on trial. It's how he used, exploited, and abused his members.
Oh, Lord.
The jurors listened to about 5 days of testimony, deliberated for just over 6 hours. And as I mentioned before, the judge is expected to sentence him tonight. The max sentence he could face is life in prison without.
Oh, Lord. Mm.
Jurors in DeKalb County delivered 5 guilty verdicts against alleged sex cult leader Eligio Bishop. He wasn't in the courtroom to hear the outcome. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been following the trial since the beginning, and he takes a closer look tonight at the verdict and how long Bishop will spend behind bars.
Alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop is now a convicted rapist. Just minutes after the verdict was read, he was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
I understand that you all have reached a verdict. Is that correct?
After about 6 hours of deliberations, a DeKalb County jury found alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop guilty of all 5 charges he faced, including rape and false imprisonment.
Guilty.
The jury found Bishop raped a former group member as she tried to escape the alleged cult Carbon Nation and then posted revenge porn of the woman online. Bishop wasn't in the courtroom for the verdict because of COVID concerns, but watched from the DeKalb County jail and let out an audible noise before the judge ordered his mic off.
All right. Go ahead and mute courtroom C, please.
A woman who has covered the group online for years believes the jury got it right.
I believe that it's a just verdict. I believe that the courtroom today was very quiet and somber.
Following the verdict, DeKalb County Superior Court Judge Stacey Heydrich moved right into the sentencing hearing where Bishop's victims testified.
He said my soul belonged to him, and there was absolutely no saying no to him. You were our guy. Now you're a prisoner, but you imprisoned us.
Bishop then addressed the judge.
I forgive you. I forgive you, and I still love you.
Judge Heydrich wasn't swayed and sentenced Bishop to life without parole.
Woo!
Mr. Bishop, you're a master manipulator and probably the classic definition of a narcissist, like that I've ever seen. You took advantage of these folks who were essentially lost souls.
Many of his supporters weren't in the courtroom for the verdict, but took issue with the judge's words. They called the case one-sided.
This is a setup. These women are scorned. They are spiteful because they couldn't have Mr. Bishop to himself.
His supporters say he will appeal the conviction. In DeKalb County, Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Tyler, thank you.
Right? Y'all seeing this shit? Man, this nigga go. I knew this nigga was going to get booked, man. I knew this dude was going to get booked, man. Look at this stuff, man. You can't be doing stuff like what he was doing, man. We about to take a trip, right? We about to take a trip. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. This chick right here is a dirty bitch. She left and came back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. She was with the shit. I think a lot of these people need to be locked up right along with Eligio because they supported his fuckery. Right? She's just as much as a predator as she is a victim because I'm pretty sure she was recruiting chicks to come down there on some Ghislaine Maxwell type shit. I ain't got no sympathy.
The White Eagle reported cult leader wants to tell her side of the story, and it's an interview you only see on 11 Alive. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, is still in jail, facing charges that also include rape. His wife tells our Paula Soro he forced her to marry him after 3 years of knowing each other.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't.
Behind this smiling face, Velvet Marquez faced her hardest years next to Eligio Bishop.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification, my passport, my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it, medical documentations.
She says Bishop, the leader of the so-called cult Carbon Nation, went from spoiling her to abusing her when she got pregnant.
I was forced to engage in sexual activity that I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions. So I had to willingly engage in these sexual activities because of to keep myself safe. He would abuse me in front of the women.
She had their daughter in 2019, and a year and a half later, she says he forced her to legally marry him in a Las Vegas chapel.
There was no medical attention given to us. So when I actually went into labor, I had to be rushed to the hospital 2 hours away.
For years, the cult would drive and settle across Central America. Velvet says Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings. She gave him her $3,000 college fund, while others gave tens of thousands of dollars. And after 4 tries, she successfully ran away with her daughter with no money but hope.
My child is important. I don't understand how anybody could leave their child to be with me.
You left your child. No, Velvet. No. Velvet's a pretty girl too, right? I often found in my experience dealing with especially real pretty girls to very, very beautiful women, y'all tend to be some of the dumbest broads. Yeah, straight like that. Y'all real pretty girls. Most of y'all stupid, dumb as shit. Because ain't no, man, and this is why I say fathers are needed, man. We are needed in the home now more than ever. Right? And just because your dad was there don't mean he was a man. That don't mean he was an actual father. A lot of y'all suffer from proximal abandonment. Raised in the 2-parent home, and your dad was a straight up sucker. That's why some of y'all guys, y'all come across these chicks who was fortunate enough to be raised in a 2-parent home. A lot of those homes are children who suffer, produce children who suffer from proximal abandonment. You know, grew up in a 2-parent home that was just as dysfunctional as if you grew up in a 1-parent home. Mom and dad got all type of demons and issues. Dad cheating, low-key gay. Mom's a whore. Or mom's is a pushover and just run. I mean, you just never know what it is. It could be a combination of a whole bunch of stuff. But what I do know for it to be a fact is that a lot of children that are the product of 2-parent homes, a lot of y'all suffer from proximal abandonment due to this dysfunction. You're not guaranteed 100% to produce a successful, productive child just because a mother and father is around. But you do increases the chances of that being a possibility if they are born in a 2-parent home. That's a fact. So we ain't going to ever take away from the facts. But we got to recognize all the facts, right? I have a hard time accepting and believing that these people were coerced. Manipulated, yes. Coerced, no. What I mean by, so you gotta know the differentiate or the difference between somebody manipulating you and somebody coercing you. In order for somebody to coerce you, coercing you means you are aware of what's going on. And due to whatever consequences that could possibly be experienced by you as a result, you will go along with it. Right? This is terrible, man. I saw Velvet. I don't have no sympathy or remorse for any of these people, for real. I just have a hard time accepting that they were involved with this situation against their will. I just don't believe that. Seeing as how a lot of these, including Velvet, her father himself then came down there to see her. They went live numerous times. It's just hard for me to accept that they were forced to do what they were doing against their will. I just don't believe it. right? The practice of persuading someone to do something by using force or threats. Now, remember what I always tell y'all about force, right? Force doesn't have to be physical. Force could be mental or moral strength. Force can be your ability to influence somebody in any way. That is a force. Right? So they were more coerced, right? Or should I say, they were more manipulated than being coerced. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use force or threats, not force and threats. You either using force or you're using threats, not the two, one of the two. Right? And if you use your ability to persuade somebody to do something, it's hard to persuade somebody to do something that they don't want to do. It's very easy to manipulate somebody into doing something they probably wouldn't do. You understand the difference? So was Velvet coerced or was she manipulated? I just don't agree with the coercion. Coercion would imply that they weren't aware of what's going on, right? To some degrees. But they were this is what I want y'all to understand. And I'm not victim shaming. I'm not saying that Eligio deserves to be where he at. Trust me when I tell you that. He deserves to be there. He signed up to be there. I have no sympathy, no remorse for him. I'm not like, oh, nah. That nigga don't represent none of us. Right? At all. Another reason why I'm doing this show. This nigga don't represent us. To my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken, this nigga was what y'all call a tether. If I'm not mistaken, I could be. But listen, man. Everybody involved. I'm not saying that there's no victims involved in this. I'm just saying the people who we seeing, the people who we saw on the stand, her, the other boy, the Solar dude, whatever chicks, they're not victims. Solar's not a victim. The other boy ain't no victim. This chick ain't no victim. These people were wittingly, willingly, intentionally involved. Left, came back, left, came back. So I find it very difficult to believe that they were coerced into doing this. Right? Now, why did any of them catch a case is beyond me. This man, this probably protects her because she was his wife. But everybody else involved, though, y'all were accomplices, aiding and abetting, recruiting. A lot of y'all chicks that were involved with this carbonation fuckery, y'all could be compared in some ways to being to Eligio what Ghislaine Maxwell was to Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of y'all chicks was recruiting, grooming. And the fact that a lot of y'all are getting smooth away with this, y'all better be lucky. Right? That's the reason why everybody turned states on it. I'm pretty sure when the police raided the crib and locked everybody up, I'm pretty sure when they got all y'all in separate rooms, they told y'all like, look, this was about to go down. If y'all testify against this dude, listen, we've been sitting up here watching y'all for a minute, right? Now, see, they better be lucky that this isn't a federal case. They better be lucky that the feds didn't pick this case up. And it's the reason why they kept it in the state, because they wanted to make an example, and they wanted this to be the catalyst case, right, for when this is about to become a prominent thing, and when some actual victims, like someone actually got sexually violated and it was proven to be done so by, you know, R-word kits and all that type stuff, and, you know, physical evidence, you know, even with all the video and the audio, which is a lot of evidence, they don't have any biological, no DNA, nothing that could physically, right, connect him or prove that he physically violated them, right? They got a lot of video and a lot of audio of him saying, incriminating himself through what he was saying. But outside of that, which is basically footage of him admitting to being guilty of these crimes, they still don't have no physical evidence as far as like DNA, clothing, you know, fingerprints, things of that nature. But if it was some video of him committing these acts, that would definitely be physical evidence. So I want y'all to understand, when you go into a court, everything's not going to go how you think it may go. Somebody who's very guilty could still get away scot-free, right? But I want y'all to understand, and this is why they put stories like this in the mainstream media, so it can get public attention, and then the court of public opinion will play a big part and factor in what type of sentencing you gonna get if you cause such a media stir. Now, remember, I always talk to y'all about HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act of 2007. All right? I keep telling y'all, man. I keep telling you, I'm not going to let up on this, man. And they use it, and I'm telling y'all, as always, the main target, not the only target, y'all, not the only target, but the main target of such agendas is always going to be Black leadership. And let me tell y'all why. Because they know when we get on board and one accord and get with what's right is that shit start happening. That's why they cause so much discord and corruption and disruption and separation and division amongst us. Now, don't get me wrong, to some degree, we have to separate, we have to divide, we have to be able to break out amongst us those who aren't for us, so to speak. And that just goes for just Black people or white people as a whole. But when we offer to our, and this is what I'm saying, y'all, man, we got to get rid of this whole individualist, separatist ideology that we have been indoctrinated and has been imposed upon us, man. You know, we got rid of our sense of community and family. You feel me? So much so that here we are to this day where we got young girls and men, young men and women being manipulated by guys like Eligio, who is a victim himself. He done sat up there and been tampered with, I'm sure. He got the spirit of homosexuality. He has the spirits of homosexuality, promiscuity, and molestation upon him. That boy is possessed by multiple entities. Legion, right? My name is Legion, for we are many. Eligio is being presided over by multiple demons. And them three spirits of promiscuity, sexuality, and molestation, they are family. They are cousins of each other. They're related to each other, closely related. Right? So this is why I always tell y'all to be aware of this type of stuff, because although these three entities are closely related, you know, they're of the same family. So, you know, just because somebody was never molested or never did anything sexual, that doesn't mean that the spirit of promiscuity can't reside and preside and abide within them. and on them and through them. But somebody who is promiscuous, epigenetics, is very akin, subject, because it's of the very familiar frequency, right? This spirit of promiscuity, this the frequency, that the energetic resonance that it get off is closely related to the other two, so they attract each other. So somebody who has a spirit of promiscuity on them may find themselves subject to being violated sexually, or subject to being attracted to the same sex or both sexes. All this stuff is entities. All this stuff is demons. And I have no problem with saying that smooth, clean, clear like that, because that's what it is. You know? So think about that, man. Think about people you know who are over-sexualized. Think of how our society is being geared towards being so over-sexualized. Y'all wonder why that is, but really wonder why that is. And Eligio, along with the help of Velvet, who I think is just as guilty. Now, whether should she go to jail or not, kind of agree. I think she should be right there with him, because I'm pretty sure she coerced and groomed a lot of them chicks to bring their asses on down there and exchange their funds or hand over their funds or whatever. She was married to this dude. She got this dude's baby. You know? So I'm not going to sit up here and just go along and accept that she was just so manipulated that she ain't had no control over her thoughts. She left and came back numerous times. No, that's not me. I'm not defending Eligio, nothing. I'm just keeping it 100. If he got to go down, everybody around has to go down. But in exchange for their testimony, and she has kind of a lenience, she has kind of an immunity because she's his wife. And as long as she do what she do, she won't go down Sminokin. I'm going to try to understand how serious this situation with Nature Boy is, man. I talk to y'all about HR 1955 all the time. This case right here is a prime example, pure example of what I'll be talking about. And this lets me know that HR 1955 is fully implemented, meaning they are operating under the jurisdiction of HR 1955 and are implementing HR 1955 protocols. That means when they try cases like this, social media, the internet, that means they're applying executive orders and they're applying these House resolutions and Senate bills that we have no say-so in. We don't get to vote on this stuff. We don't have no input on any of this stuff. Normally, these meetings take place at nighttime or in the evening, preferably before like a holiday weekend or something. Nobody knows about this stuff. Young Jalen, what's good with you, brother? XL Pro, what's happening? You feel me? I want y'all to understand, man, this is serious, man. This stuff ain't no joke, man. It might be seeming off like, oh, you know, Nature Boy, blah, 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 blah. That shit was crazy. Used to have them, they used to be blah, 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 blah. But nah, man, this is serious. They're saying that he was a cult leader. What I tell y'all in HR 1955, they're specifically coming for Black nationalists. Nature Boy and what he doing falls under the category of a Black nationalist movement. Do y'all not understand that? Do y'all not understand the reason why he got life is because on the state level, this is equivalent to a terrorist situation? Y'all better understand what's going on with this, man. This case could have been way, way worse than this, man. They could have taken this to a whole nother level. But since they know it was goofy-ass people involved for the most part, but yet it also, like I said, it was cool what Eligio was doing. YouTube have no problem with it. Until he starts showing that footage with them white boys on it. Somebody's parents seen that. Auntie, somebody shared that, seen that. They said, is that Joey on there? Is that Andrew? Is that Corey? Is that Matthew? That Justin? And not only that, peep this, y'all. They do stuff like that to pull at our emotional heartstrings. That's the separation and division right there. Right? Because like I said, because the other argument would be, well, they didn't care when black people was just doing it. And that's true, they don't. But they understand how emotions work. They understand how to pull heartstrings. They understand how to weaponize our trauma, which is why I talked about epigenetics on Monday to lead up what we're talking about today. They have weaponized black folks' trauma on levels that are a little bit more higher than for other people. Right? Which is why it was so easy for Eligio to amass such popularity and notoriety and fellowship and have these people really doing what they was doing. Where some of these people, of course, a lot of these people had to be some level of mentally, spiritually, emotionally disturbed to allow themselves to be manipulated. But these people who are members of Carbon Nation, let's remind y'all, they're not children. These are adults. Now, they're young adults, yeah. You know, and I'll go in as far as to say that when you are 18, 19, 20, you still, I guess you still consider the kid. Because I can think back when I was 20, and when I think back to when I was 20, I was still a little dumbass kid. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just was legal. I just was a legal adult, but not an actual adult. I remember when I was 19, 20, and trust me, man, I was a little boy still, kind of. For sure. Like, not all the way developed. As a 42-year-old, full-grown man, I could tell you at 19, 20, I was a little boy. Most men won't have the gall to admit something like that publicly anyway. Right? But listen, y'all, man, this is very serious. This is not a game. This is not a joke. One of the findings in HR 1955 is that the internet is the main tool being used to spread ideologically based violence and violently radicalizing people, therefore turning people into homegrown terrorists. Another finding in the HR 1955 findings is that the U.S. government and joining agencies, private and public, they want to eradicate instances, happenings, groups, individuals, organizations, companies. They want to eradicate any source or happening of ideologically based violence or violent radicalization, and they want to eradicate homegrown terrorism. Now, I don't have to get the dictionary out and define what it means to eradicate something. And if you don't know, we're going to do it anyway. Right? I ain't going to bring it up on the screen, but I'm going to just do it on my phone and I'm going to read it to y'all. Just to let y'all know. When the U.S. government tells you they want to eradicate something, this is what they're telling you. Destroy completely. Put an end to. Eliminate. Get rid of. Exterminate. Suppress. Destroy. Annihilate. Extirpate. Obliterate. Kill. Wipe out. Liquidate. Decimate. Finish off. Abolish. Stamp out. Y'all better understand what it means when the government says they want to eradicate something, man. And they want to eradicate homegrown terrorism, violent radicalization, ideologically based violence. This is the law. It's the last thing George W. Bush signed in before he got up through and Barack came in. This case with Nature Boy and Velvet and Solar, whoever the hell else is involved with this, This is a prime example of what H.R. 1955 was set up to do and preside over as a system of law and judgment and punishment too. Because like I said, the U.S. government, they want to eradicate this. They don't want to lock you up for it. They don't want to sentence you to lengthy prison sentences and extra amount of extreme amounts of restitution fees. They want to eradicate this, get rid of it, destroy it, kill it whenever it comes up. And they got the system and the structure put in place right now in front of us to make it happen. And we don't even realize it because we ain't paying attention because we arguing about, goddamn it, stuff that don't matter. Crazy, man. Absolutely insane, man. And I want to constantly show this, man, because this is terribly important. I mean, y'all absolutely have to familiarize yourself with this laws, man, with this legislation. Y'all have to, man. It is important. It is vital, man. You gotta know what's going on, man. Violent radicalization. I have to read this to y'all. I have to highlight this stuff for y'all, man, because this stuff is important, man. Nature boy, man. I'm telling you, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. God damn. Hold on real quick, y'all. What the fuck? The fuck, man? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, man. This is fucking crazy as hell, man. Y'all can hear me, man. Put 11 in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You start breaking these things down, man. The unintelligent artificial intelligence, man, be getting salty, man. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I'm about to start the computer back up here in a second, man. Smash that like button, click on the bells, subscribe to the page, and share us. And tell me, man, when you start breaking stuff down, man, on another level, man, they don't like that, man. You feel me? When you start talking about some real shit, man, and really dissecting, you know, talk about breaking down to the very last compound what actually is happening, man. You know, the unintelligent artificial intelligence don't like that, man. You did. Don't like that. Don't like that shit. They don't like that shit. In order to understand, y'all, what's going on, we gotta really understand what's going on. Right? Like on the surface, yeah, Eligio, aka Nature Boy, is doing what he's doing, right? And he deserves to definitely be locked up for what he's doing, for real, right? For lots of reasons. But if he's locked up for what he's doing, that just lets you know, and it shines light on a lot of people probably need to be locked up, right? Right? Now think about what's happening on the internet. The very same people who tell us that if we do these things, we are guilty of spreading ideologically based violence. We're guilty of being of homegrown terrorists. We're violently radicalizing people. At the same time, these people are doing the same thing that they're accusing us of doing. I keep telling y'all to read Mein Kampf. I keep telling y'all to study, goddammit, game theory. They doing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta accuse people of what you are doing. And I don't even understand that it's YouTube, Google, Alphabet that's violently radicalizing us. They're spreading ideologically based violence. Right? The conscious community is in trouble. Yes, young Jalen, they are. They are coming for you niggas, man. I keep telling you they're coming for all of us. Pause. That's why we need to stop arguing amongst ourselves. But listen, y'all, we got to get on one accord, man. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of that stuff that y'all be on that pro-black bulls, man. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being pro-black in the sense of togetherness and supporting each other. But when you talk about the term pro-black, we have to understand what these words mean, man. And they don't mean what we think they mean. That's why I tell y'all to study etymology. A lot of the words we use, they do not mean what we think and have led to believe that they mean. These words have different meanings. The conscious community, you think brothers like, you think brothers don't know this? I think, let me see. I'm not going to say that because I don't like to insult intelligence people intelligence. Right? So I'm going to go with one of the two. Either you just don't know, which is not a sign of not being intelligent. Some things we just don't know. It's a lot of stuff I don't know. But I'm very intelligent. So just because you're intelligent don't mean you know everything. Right? But as I've been observing and looking at a lot of the what we would call big time black content creators, I don't
think that they're aware of this information. I don't think I don't think a lot of them know about HR 1955, but I'm not going to say that they don't. I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence and say that they don't know about this stuff. Maybe they do. They just ain't talking about it, but I doubt that. I just think a lot of people just don't know. I'm pretty sure if I was to have conversations with certain people and break this down to them, I'm pretty sure they would be like, wow. Well, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't give a fuck. you know. But it's the reason, like I say, y'all, it's the reason why they do what they do with this type of legislation. They passed this law on October of 2007, late at night, when it was one of those government shutdown situations, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right. It was right before Obama came in and got up in there. You did. HR 1955, y'all. I keep telling y'all, man, that y'all might want to do yourselves a favor and go sit up there and familiarize yourself with that legislation. If I was to suggest anybody do anything first, man, where should I start with my research, man? Go start with HR 1955. That applies to everybody, y'all. And this is what I keep telling y'all and this is why they keep promoting this stuff to us, keeping us separated and divided with these racially involved situations. Because through epigenetics and weaponizing our inherited trauma, we can be easily persuaded, manipulated into go along with things that are probably not in our best interest, but because of the environment that's being caused by the weaponization of our trauma, we're being led to believe we need more security. But in exchange for this false sense of security, we got to give up our freedoms. And if y'all can't see that or don't see that, that's a sign of the indoctrination being in full effect, man. Who was it that said this? Was it William Casey that said this? I believe it was William Casey that said this, if I'm not mistaken. Was it William Casey that said this? We know that our programs are working when everything the American public believe is a lie. You know? Crazy, man. I'm loading up the computer right now, man. Man, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, the unintelligent artificial intelligence. It's in full effect, man. So when we're talking about the situation with Eligio, man, they, like I say, man, they allow people, they allow y'all to get big. They allow us to get big on their platforms. Pause. They allow us to get popular. Your talent, your charisma. You know, your charismatic, magnetic personality is what will get you in the door, what will get the attention on you. But that's not what's going to take you to the next level. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all got to realize what we up against, man. when it comes to this internet. Nature Boy is just one of the. He's just the catalyst, y'all. He ain't gonna be the first, and he definitely ain't gonna. I mean, he the first, but he definitely ain't gonna be the last. That's a fact. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Yeah. We bike. Right? I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all think I'll be mad? I'm gonna just be man. You did. The unintelligent artificial intelligence don't want us to expose it for what it really is, man. They want us to go along with what it's trying to manipulate us into believing and accepting as reality, man. You did. We can't allow the unintelligent artificial intelligence to outthink us, man. Simply because it doesn't have the ability to. Now, out-compute, out-calculate, maybe. But outthink, you gotta always think, man, the unintelligent artificial intelligence doesn't have the ability to create. It can only mimic and copy, which means it can never be faster than us. It can never be stronger than us. Y'all need to realize that, man. Understand what I'm saying when I say that. The year of exposure and truth is upon us with 2024, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Right? Now, we're about to get into some of my brother Sinful to P content, man. Rest in the essence to Sinful to P, man. He covered the Nature Boy situation better than anybody on the internet, in my opinion. Right? From Paul from all angles, too. You know? Like, seriously, man. You hear me?
Make sure you're fellowshipping with one another, greeting one another.
Just want to make sure y'all.
You know?
Hear it.
And yeah, man, it's just some more of it, man. You
Rest in
know,
the essence to my brother.
we in this Mississauga, Canada, one more time. Yeah, we here. Matter of fact, let's see the time. Okay, now it's 2:39.
Rest in the essence to my homie Sinful to P, man. That's, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. This is absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, Sinful covered this situation better than anybody on YouTube, man. Including myself. Right? That's why I'm using his shit to expound on what I'm talking about as far as HR 1955. Right? But a lot of us don't understand what it is we are interacting with and dealing with when we are allowed to be content creators on platforms like YouTube. We don't understand who owns YouTube. We don't understand who owns YouTube that owns YouTube. Right? We don't understand what we're up against or what is actually happening. The unintelligent artificial intelligence is basically downloading human consciousness, if you would, collective human consciousness at that. Think about the World Wide Web. This is a worldwide construct. It is gathering our information, our biometric information, our health information, our medical records, our financial information, our criminal history, our psychological history, our school, every aspect of our lives is being downloaded, recorded, and analyzed and archived. Do y'all understand that? You understand when you upload to YouTube every day, you are given a piece of your residual self-image. Is being allowed to be synced and linked with that of the unintelligent artificial intelligence. In exchange, they'll give you lots of super chats. You can acquire lots of money. Y'all need to watch that episode on Black Mirror called 10 Million Merits. Y'all better understand what we being prepared for, man. I'm telling y'all, man. And my nigga Sinful broke this stuff down. You hear me? A lot of us on YouTube, we are allowed to become famous and popular for lots of reasons, man. Not saying that everybody who is doing it isn't, but there are a lot of people who are actually talented in many areas. Like I said, that's what gets you in. That's what is used to be able to do through you that the unintelligent artificial intelligence needs to do. It needs to use your talent. It needs to use your charismatic, magnetic personality that draws people to you. But then again, that same entity can make an absolute nobody popular and famous and give them the illusion of having talent. Hence, we have Eligio Bishop. And he's mark my words, y'all. Nature Boy is the catalyst, nigga. Poster child. He is the go-to. Kind of like how R. Kelly was the mode for us. And now it's getting, and Puffy and all these dudes. This dude, Eligio, is that for us niggas online, on YouTube specifically, but all types of video sharing platforms. Rumble, BitChute, goddammit, what else? Discord, Snapchat, whatever platforms is out there, right? I want y'all to know that this case is setting the tone, man. We are watching the implementation of HR 1955 protocols. I keep telling y'all that the internet is one of the main sources that's being used or will be used or is going to be used or can be used to spread ideologically based violence and violently radicalize people. I want y'all to understand that. Do y'all understand that, man? Y'all understand what violent radicalization is? Y'all understand what ideologically based violence is? Eligio Bishop got life imprisonment for spreading ideologically based violence. Right? And you want to know the only reason why this case ain't going federal? In my opinion, because what's going on with Fannie Willis, which is a potential federal case, or which is a more important situation to these people. That boy got life without the possibility of parole plus 10 years. Let this be a lesson to you niggas on YouTube, man. Let me come up for you niggas, man. Let this be a message and a lesson for you niggas on YouTube. I've been telling y'all, black nationalists got the crosshairs on, man.
Y'all better understand why brothers don't, you know. And I get it. I understand. That's why, you know, y'all better. That's why I be telling y'all, box cleverly with y'all's language, with the things you say, right? Like the FABA. You might want to fall back on that, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not saying don't rep. I'm just saying, man, that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is listening and watching. I'm not saying be a coward and don't speak your piece, but just understand what you interacting with and dealing with, bro. You hear me? Box cleverly with your language. Because they're watching and listen. You can believe that. Go to my brother Sinful.
And in this Mississauga, Canada. Yeah, 2:39 EST time. And we're out here
that's right,
in Mississauga, Canada.
Toronto.
You know, at this time, man, it's so beautiful, man. Before we even get started, ain't it a beautiful thing not to be locked up? Oh, man. This ain't making fun of nobody. This ain't no shot. But when you just look at that, see, I know what it's like to be locked up in Clark County, man. In that CCDC, looking at that Las Vegas Boulevard, you know, from CCDC. I know what it's like to be locked up and not have your liberty in society and be in a cell. Ooh, it's just so beautiful.
Hey, man, I know that feeling too, brother. It's not a good one either, you did. Don't commit crimes, man. Stay out the streets, man. Go to school, get a job, start a business the best way you can, man. There's lots of people giving game and stuff like that. Don't be out here in the streets, man. It ain't worth it, man. You're going to die or go to jail. That's a fact. I'm telling you right now. So unless you really want to risk going to jail or dying for you know, for some street shit, you know, that's what you got to accept, that's going to be one of your possible outcomes, man. Maybe a little bit of both. How about that? Because most niggas who died have been to jail or prison before. That's crazy. Or get killed in the streets. Definitely done been to the joint or jail before. Think about how many people you know personally have been to prison, right? That lets you know that, you know, this is a form of modern day slavery. You know? Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on subscribe to the page.
Got that good Fiji water. You know, it's just a beautiful thing, man. Go get you some Fiji water right now. Go get you some fruit before we get started. Yeah, man, let's drink some water. Let's eat some fruit about this. You know, before we even get to the, because I know you guys wanted me to look at the, see my response to him getting arrested. But before we go to that, before we go to the fruit, I just want to go to the root of the problem.
Go to the source, man.
I just want to show you some things that led up to some things, you know, and the reason why things are the way that it is. I need you guys to hit that like button.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, I need the likes to look like the viewers, man.
Subscribe to Sinful's page.
Everybody hit the like button. I need, you know, I just got through doing a live video. So, of course, YouTube is not going to send all my notifications out. So I need you guys, man, to hit the like button to get the notifications out there, to get more people in here. Yeah, I need the game, man. I need you guys to do it because YouTube not going to do it. I just got through doing a live video and we're back, you know, 30-something minutes later doing another live. So I'm going to need you guys, man, to hit that like button, man, to get more people, get more notifications out there, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. And this is brought to you by the game and Fiji water. You know, before I begin, shout out to all the ladies.
I just want to say, you know, a guy is a real guy when he tell you to drink water, man. You know, I drink a lot of water. I tell you all the time, drink your water, man. You feel me? You know, drink your water, man. You know what I'm talking about? All that alkaline and all that. Yeah. Do your research, but drink water though, bro. You hear me? Just drink your water, man. You feel me? It'll help out a lot, man. You did? Let's go.
Blessings to all the ladies. You know, blessings to all the ladies, man. Blessings to all y'all. And blessings to the fellas as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, the video already looked demonic. I ain't even pushed play yet. And I could do a whole 2-hour video just about the way this fool looking right now. You got a motherfucking Dawes effects, you know what I mean, hat on. You got these fake chains. Your breath stank. Your breath smell like you want to be alone. You got guys with their shirt off in the back. It's raining outside. Y'all standing outside in the rain. You know what I mean? Like, the video ain't even started. We at 0 seconds. And I can do 120 minutes already just on the foolishness that we looking at. Appreciate that 10, baby. Shout out to you. And rest in love to Boss Cross. Yeah, I seen your comment in the comment section. Blessings to you. You know, seeing respect real hoes, you know? Yeah. But without further ado, man, I want you guys to look at this. And let me see y'all opinion, because y'all definitely about to get mad. Let's go. Appreciate that, DJ. Appreciate the 10. Everybody hit the like button.
Let me find out a nigga on here, another one of you niggas was influenced by this nigga calling yourself some type of God. Notice how he spelled God, G-O-D, in lowercase letters. I'm going to touch on that, pause, right? I'm going to touch on that, man. Let me find out you niggas is the remnants of this silly-ass dude right here. And you niggas is, man, this shit crazy, man. Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Shout out to my nigga Simple. Rest in essence. Paul.
Okay, this is already starting off.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously, man. This, shout out to Sinful, man. Now, when I seen this, I was automatically in my head, because I remember when I first came home, when I got out the joint in 2016, y'all, right? I was in a halfway house. I got out July 5th, 2016. I was in a halfway house, right? And, you know, of course, I got a phone on, because we was allowed to have phones and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking on YouTube and stuff, man. And one of the first people I came across was this guy right here. All right? Yeah. And I knew he was a gimmick on top. I came across a lot of guys, the Derek Jackson dude. It just was disgusting. Anyway, man. And when I seen this dude right here, I'm like, I just was locked up with like 8 dudes just like this dude, man. Oh, man, this is what I was saying, man. Some things can be a curse, but a gift in the same thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? One thing I learned from being in prison, y'all, is how to read people, you know? And I've been, and pause, man, but I've been around all types of men. I've been around every type of guy you can think of, man. You feel me? Personalities. That I've been, man, that's awesome. When I look at dudes, man, I can read y'all good. I know what type of nigga you is, man, especially black dudes, man. You feel me? And I'm glad that I had that experience, because my discernment is like, my shit is like up here. Like, you're not going to get no form of fuckery or bullshit off on me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to smell it. You dig? Like, yeah, I mean, but La Dash, and welcome to the chat, though, man. But I mean, it's sad another black man down, but he caused this. He brought this upon himself, and this is why I say it's important for you to be aware of what epigenetically you have inherited from your parents. You might want to do some research into that, because it manifests into stuff like this when you come an adult and it's not addressed and you don't handle that and be aware of it, right? You know, Eligio brought this upon himself,
beautifully talented, infinite-minded young brother who could have used this ability for so much more, but he was possessed. The spirits of homosexuality, promiscuity, molestation reside and abide and all up in him and on him and through him. And instead of using this beautiful skill to bring people together for some beautiful shit, he used it to separate people specifically from their families, took advantage of them, manipulated them, to some degrees coerced some of them, I'm sure, right? And who to know, you got to understand the following that this dude had. We don't know if there's any pockets of three gods or carbon nations sprawled out throughout America or even the world. We do not know this. Do y'all understand what I'm saying when I just said what I just said? We don't know if there's carbon nation over somewhere else. Y'all got to understand the parameters of what's going on with this internet shit, and especially in America through HR 1955, this violent radicalization and ideologically based violence. I keep telling y'all that they say this is the law, y'all. I'm not making this up. Please go Google and do your research on House Resolution 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. Go look into that. Read that stuff, man. Read that legislation. Go to the text of it and read it. I think it's like number 4 or 5. They say that the internet is the main tool being used to spread ideologically based violence. And then it says further on, like 2 down, 7, I want to say, it says their plans is to eradicate this stuff. So not only are they giving us the tools to commit the crimes that they're saying we can be guilty of if we do, they are actually doing it themselves. I mean, I mean, there's a lot of people that would say they don't agree, though. But when you go to trial, when you take things to trial, listen to me now. When you take things to trial, you are now making these people spend a lot of money. You got media attention. A lot of things involved. So now you're forcing the court to go to the fullest extent of their capability, which is down there infinite. More than likely, if you go to trial and you get found guilty, the court has the option in most states to sentence you to the fullest extent on all your charges. You got to understand that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not rejoicing. And I feel you on that. What's that? Is that Lola or Lala? Okay. I feel you on that, Lala Dash. I mean, I'm not rejoicing. I'm not happy that Eligio is locked up. I'm not happy. I'm not rejoicing. I feel you on that. But understand that when you do stuff like this is what your outcome highly potentially is going to be. And when you break the law in such a way, and then you behave in court in front of these people like you do, understand they're going to book you. And I don't have any remorse for that or sympathy, because he brought this upon himself. It's not like he wasn't aware of what he was doing. You know, and if he would have took the plea deal, he would have been good. He would have been out in 7, maybe like 5.5, 6 on good behavior, state case. He would have came home on transitional control, and he would have been able to get it back popping. But see, this lets you know that this lets you know this wasn't really a grift, as y'all say. This wasn't a scam. He wasn't just trying to get people for money. He did use his ability to get people for money and scam them in that way, but he really thought he's the 3 God to some degrees. And this is what violent radicalization is. Eligio Bishop was violently radicalized. Y'all better, man. This guy was violently radicalized by the internet, man. Do you understand how dangerous that is for us? He's just the first. I know a lot of people are celebrating, though. You know. Do guys like Eligio need to be off the streets? Yes, they do. Do I have to be happy about it and celebrate it and raw, lock him up, I don't have to be all like that. But, you know, he deserves to be locked up because he did break the law. He should have been aware of HR 1955, like I'm trying to put y'all up on game about. Y'all better realize that everything you say and do is being recorded when you come online. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, they are implementing HR 1955 protocols. And Eligio was one of the very first victims in this way. He got the max charge on all his sentences. He got the max sentences on all his charge. Believe that. And not only that, look at how he presented himself in court. Do you know what the court of public opinion has deemed this guy as? They said this guy's a cult leader. You want to know who cult leaders are? They said that Eligio was a cult leader. And to some degrees, he was. Notice that God is spelled in lowercase letters with this nigga. Now, what do I always tell y'all when it comes to how language and stuff? God spelled G-O-D in lowercase letters is referring to demons. Y'all have to understand that. Y'all have to know that. Understand language. Understand grammar. The sentence structure. When G-O-D is spelled in lowercase letters, y'all have to know and understand that that is referring to demons. Wherever you see it at. Whenever you see the word G-O-D in lowercase, that means this has a demonic connection and roots, origins. I want y'all to understand and know that. And like I said, man, Eligio was clearly tampered with as a boy. You never know. This might be genetically or epigenetically inherited from his family. Which more than likely, that's probably what the case is. This guy used to do gay porn, y'all. Like he was caught on camera, like doing weird stuff, doing fun boy activity, weird stuff on camera, bruh. And he has a nerve to call himself God, and he had a following. We do not know if there are pockets of carbonation sprawled throughout the nation. We don't know this. Y'all have to understand that HR 1955 says they want to find these pockets of homegrown terrorism, violent radicalization, ideologically based violence groups who are planning to use, threatening to use, or using force or violence, man. Y'all better understand. I'm telling y'all, one of the best things y'all gonna do for yourself is go familiarize yourself and teach yourself and learn and study HR 1955. It's one of the most important pieces of legislation in our generation, for sure. Right? I already seen all that. I seen it, man. You know, they having a field day with this, man. And you know what they saying? They saying that they need to get rid of all these niggas like this on YouTube, man. Y'all better understand what's going on. That's why I tell y'all to box cleverly with y'all's language, man. I'm not telling you to censor yourself. I'm telling you just to be aware, man. They are watching, they are listening. You box cleverly, you good, man. But you can't be on here, man, coercing people, man. You can't be over here. You can't, man. You can clearly see that Eligio has lots of demons presided on him. He done been molested. He got the spirits of promiscuity, homosexuality, and molestation just residing and abiding on him. You can see it in his face, man. He went on Sonetter's show, man. That just was terrible, man. That's crazy. And I know it probably was all fun and games to some people out to an extent, but y'all got to understand, man, this situation right here is the catalyst, man. This is what this is ideologically based violence on full display right here. This is violent radicalization on full display right here. And since the U.S. government wants to eradicate this, this stuff like this is going to be used as case law, man. Do y'all understand this, man? Y'all understand? Y'all can think this is just a joke or a game with this situation right here. I'm telling y'all how serious this is, man. This is going to be used to come for us. Think about all y'all dudes out there talking about stuff y'all be talking about, man. Huh? Let me come up on y'all niggas to know y'all shit is real, man. This is why I say, you know who really got skin in the game, La Dash, when they came up and talk this heavy talk. They're going to be calling us black nationalist movements. Black Liberation Movement, what I've been telling y'all, BLM, Black Lives Matter, Black Liberation Movement, which is really Nazi communist liberation ideology. Under the guise of bringing your so-called black people together, look what you're doing. Manipulating, coercing, exploiting. It was all fun and games until the police start getting involved. And I'm telling y'all, they are watching, man. So, you know, and like I say, YouTube is allowing this to happen till it gets to, y'all got to understand what's going on, y'all. Please open your mind. Please understand, tap in, walk with me, man. You hear me? You'll have to understand what's going on with this, man. What they are doing. They allow people like Eligio Bishop to get to hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followings and all this stuff, right? Just so they can do what they're doing right now. We gonna always have the crosshairs on us, brethren, right? Because look at the look. This is a prime example. Look at the influence that Eligio was able to impose upon people. He had people clearing out their bank accounts, using their mother's inheritance or stuff. He had people getting PPP loans and funding the organization. Y'all understand what this dude was doing, man? I don't think a lot of y'all understand the scope of what's actually going on. I really don't think y'all. I think y'all think this is just, oh, that's Nature Boy and la 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 and blah blah blah. But nah, I don't think y'all really see. A lot of y'all don't know about HR 1955. A lot of y'all don't know that the government, the U.S. government, has deemed the internet the #1 tool used to spread ideologically based violence and violently radicalize people. I guarantee you, a lot of y'all don't know that, let alone know what that even means. And like I keep telling y'all, the U.S. government plans to eradicate this shit. They want to eradicate it. That's not me making it up. That's not me putting 100 on 10. That's the actual language of the legislation. This is what the U.S. government, without our permission, without our say-so, we had no input on this. Most of y'all have never heard of this. It amazes me when I talk to people and they do not know about this. It lets me know that they don't want people to know about this. This is why I stay up on what I stay up on, because when I found out about this 17 years ago, 17 years ago, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, man. This is the law, and I'm seeing it being implemented in front of my eyes. So as I'm sitting in prison for 6.5 years, I'm staying in touch with things. I got, man, listen. And I'm just watching, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, what is this? I just was in a joint, because when I was in a joint, man, I had access to a phone like towards the end of my bid, but I had a subscription to Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, I had National Geographic. You feel me? All the latest periodicals and strips. I had a connection in getting books and all type of. I just make sure I kept myself informed what's going on, man. All right, and I'm telling y'all, when I got privy to HR 1955 before I got locked up. You feel me? But House Resolution 1955 is the most detrimental piece of legislation passed in our generation, because it's the catalyst legislation that's going to be used to set the precedent for how we go moving forward with how the new structure and system of government coming in is going to operate in in connection with or in regards to us operating this the new system. It's going to set the precedent for the smart grid y'all hear me talking about, for the cashless society, social credit system that's coming in. Y'all better understand what's going on, man, and how all this stuff is connected. And with this situation right here with Eligio specifically is putting the crosshair on us online. Y'all better box cleverly out here, content creators. A lot of you niggas is non-content creators. Look at the influence that Eligio was able to garner. They fear this. They'll allow it to happen. They'll allow it to get to a point where they can use it. Huh? So all y'all be talking about this stuff y'all talking about online, man, you better box cleverly. I'm not telling you not to do that. You can do whatever you want, man. You better understand these people is watching and listening, and they will let you get to 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. They'll let you get a whole bunch of money just so they can say you was doing all of this in court. And to some degrees, you actually would, because they know through epigenetically passed down trauma, Eligio definitely was tampered with as a boy. I guarantee you, if I was to interview some of his family, I can find out some stuff. Guarantee you. They know that they can weaponize him by making him popular, making him wealthy, 2 things he's never been, and they can use that to manipulate. If they start to the thoughts that you have in your head that get conjured up from whatever information you taking in to cause you to believe and accept this as the way things are, right? Which can be manipulated by your epigenetically passed down, weaponized now childhood human trauma and collective human trauma as well, not just your familial trauma. And this can therefore be weaponized by giving you that which you have been deprived of, or manipulated to thinking you've been deprived of. And that can be used to control you, right? You think that this boy put everything on camera. They just imagine the stuff they brought up in court, which I'm about to show y'all in a few, right? Imagine what they brought up in court. How much footage they got on Eligio. Right? Look at this. This right here is just terrible, right?
See, let me say this. I'm not laughing at anybody being locked up.
No.
You will never see Sin laughing at.
That's not why niggas is laughing, y'all. Y'all got to understand. That's why I say, man, my nigga Simple broke this down, man. Y'all got to understand what this is, man. This is LSD being manifested right in front of our faces, man. But at the same time, setting up the precedent for to come after those of us who was exposing shit like this, who was totally against stuff like this. This don't represent manhood, specifically black manhood. These niggas don't represent us, nigga.
Anybody that's arrested or locked up, I don't care if you my enemy. I'm never going to laugh at your calamities, tragedies, or you being locked up in a correctional facility. But I am going to get into a continuity of roasting you if you doing lame shit like this.
Yes.
You're in the rain with other men with your shirt off.
Why?
And you're doing these type of dances in the rain. Sir.
Why?
And then you have neighbors. You have people that are in their house right now.
That's a nice residential
You have
area,
women
man.
walking around the house, cleaning their house, cooking. You got children in the house.
These niggas
And just
outside,
imagine
man.
being a child or a woman or a man that just got off work, and you seeing all these ugly ass niggas on one accord just outside looking a damn fool, you know, with Chuck E. Cheese jewelry on, with some in the middle of the mall jewelry on. Like, this is just wrong. Yeah, by all means, man, get them likes up. Make my likes look like the viewers. But let's go.
Oh, come on, man.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Like, look at this, man. And let me just point this out real quick, too, y'all. Right? Let me point this out. It was okay when it was just niggas doing this silly stuff, because it was up until this point, it could be considered all an act, a ruse, a scam. Niggas just really just clowning or whatever you want to call it. And even up to this degree, that's not like true all the way. It's true a little bit, but this also is a reflection of the influence that these niggas was wittingly involved. So when you see stuff like this, and if they played anything like this in the courtroom, which I'm pretty sure they probably didn't, they probably only played this stuff that was like, could be put in a negative connotation or context. You understand what I'm saying? Like something I'm gonna show y'all here a little bit later. Right? But if they show something like this in the courtroom, this would be, look what I'm saying. And I also don't think that he should be the only one locked up. But they turned state's evidence on it because they really didn't want them. They wanted him. Right? Now, if one of them would have been like, or whoever is saying anything like I'm riding with Eligio, if they locked up, I guarantee you they're going to book their ass too. So it's looking like everybody turned on him. Nobody's like backing him, no pause. Nobody's like defending him for what I've heard anyway. I could be wrong. Right? But look at these dudes, man. Look at these guys, man. Fathers, we need to be involved, man. And if the fathers out there that need help in any way, man, we need to come together, Paul. Man, listen, brothers, man, we need to, man, listen, y'all. They coming for us, man. No pause, man. They coming for us, man. We can't continue to sit up here and allow ourselves to be divided and separated and being manipulated into, like, you know, siphoning and sectioning ourselves off from each other. We got to start, like, addressing certain things. We got to create a code of conduct, structure, and order. Everybody don't deserve to be in positions of authority. Some of you niggas just ain't got it, right? Some niggas need to play their roles, man, and we need to get to a point to where we okay with that, with having our lane and sticking to it, man. Everybody ain't a soldier, man, but everybody should be trained to be one, though. Everybody's not a part of the elect amongst us, or the, you know, a part of the intellectual class, right? Y'all better understand what's going on, man. There's so many things going on so many levels, man. And when you see stuff like this, man, this kind of like, this what I'll be like, you know, this the part about it that I don't feel is like, man, a lot of these other dudes should be going down with this dude because they was involved. Do y'all understand that how much stuff can be connected with this case? They could say that he was human trafficking through coercion. They're calling him a cult leader. Do you understand that they called Jim Jones a cult leader? They called Charles Manson a cult leader. You know, the guy from the back in the day, man. I can't remember his name, man. In America, man. I was just losing my you know, I'm slipping my memory right now, man. Look at these dudes, man. It's grown men, man.
And they ain't even got no shoes on.
No shoes on.
This shit looks stanky.
In the rain. in the middle of the street in a
See-
residential area.
See, he don't mind going out there with no shoes on,
Kid.
dancing in the rain, because it ain't like these fools take showers every day. You know, this is the same person that got thrown off of a plane with his disciples, with his funky disciples, because they were so musty.
Man, you gotta, man, they got kicked off of an airplane, Jack. Y'all remember that? They got kicked off of an airplane because they were so goddamn ripe. They were so musty that the people on the plane was complaining like, "Ooh, God, like no, like this." You know that's terrible, man. That's terrible when you get kicked off the airplane because you musty, man.
So I can just imagine these musty fools just all in the middle of the street, you know what I mean, just dancing to Pooh Shiesty.
That's crazy.
With no shoes, no socks on, just dancing in the rain, looking a goddamn fool. You know, boy, I tell you, like I said, I ain't laughing and saying that I want any of y'all in jail.
Right.
I don't condone it, but I understand why.
Yeah, I
Look at this stupid shit here.
Like I said, they deserve to go to jail, man. They brought it upon themselves, man. Especially Eligio. Look at this dude, man. And this is what illusions of grandeur. But listen though, man. He had influence over people. He had dominion over. He had these people cleaning out their bank accounts, calling him God, kissing his feet, rubbing his feet. Men, young men. I guarantee you a lot of these little niggas, these 3 niggas with him, I guarantee you they daddies ain't fucking involved, man. And if they is, they dads is fuck niggas, man. Eligio himself was not raised with no man in his life, man. He was tempered with, you can tell, man. How do you end up getting to a place where you are worshiping a guy who calls himself 3 God? This dude used to do gay porn for money. That lets you know how fried our kids and how fried people are, how fried our society is, when they will actually take a guy like Eligio, goddamn it, serious and actually follow him to the point to where they empty out bank accounts, took out PPP loans, or did whatever they could do, GoFundMe, whatever they could do to bring financial aid to their situation they had going on. They practice polygamy. Multiple people have multiple sex with each other, and he was having sex with the boys and the girls over there, man. Y'all got to understand what was going on now. A lot of the stuff was definitely consensual. So that's where I think that's not fair because there's no way to really corroborate. And I want y'all to understand this, y'all. And he got convicted of this charge, and this is what I'm saying, man. There's no way to corroborate that he sexually violated anybody. There's no kits taken. There's no DNA. There's no way to know that this is all. I want y'all to understand what happened here. This is another reason, an aspect that I'm talking about. They don't have any hardcore evidence to prove that he was doing. They just got a bunch of hearsay, but a lot of this hearsay is validated and rationalized by the reams of content that they got to go look at. None of this content is showing any of him doing any of these acts he's being accused of, but the stuff he has done on camera, has said on camera, is enough to surmise from the court of public opinion and the actual legal court that this guy is more than likely guilty of doing what these people are. Y'all better understand what that, man. Y'all better understand what that means, man. This is why I tell y'all to box cleverly, man, with your language on here and how you present yourself. Because they are watching and they listening. This is crazy, man.
Oh no, bitch. Wait a minute. Did he just sit up there and do his arms? See, that's that divine feminine coming out.
That's
what he was talking about. And so now Sonetta's video.
I keep telling y'all, man, Eligio got multiple demons residing, and abiding over him, man. Notice how he calls himself 3 God, man. G-O-D in lowercase level, man. Lowercase letters. This boy is possessed, man. This boy is being presided over by entities, man. Multiple legion. The only thing, instead of them being cast out into the swine by Yeshua, they being cast out from him amongst these dudes. Somebody's son, nephew, baby dad, these silly ass dudes right here, dancing in the rain in a residential, what looks like a pretty decent residential area. These some decent looking houses. Just imagine it's a Saturday morning raining, you trying to fix your kids' breakfast with the picture window open, and you see these raggedy niggas in the street dancing and shit with no shirt and shit. That shit'll piss you off, man.
The divine feminine. That's that divine feminine coming out.
That's that
How many remember the divine feminine?
Coming out.
Or do I have to show y'all?
Spirit.
How many remember the divine feminine? Maybe you need
the divine
to tap
feminine.
in.
That's a lie from the
divine feminine. Then he just started moving his arms and hands. You know what I mean? Just all gay and shit.
The Most High God.
The divine feminine. He was moving. That nigga said,
capital G, capital O, capital D.
To get
not this lowercase shit.
The divine feminine.
Sassy ass.
Ooh, Lord, the devil
I really
got
let
these
this
niggas
dude
in the
fool y'all
divine
like that.
feminine, Lord.
And this ain't the only one, man. Let me cam up on you, man. You niggas be letting a lot of y'all be following niggas on the internet. Just like, look, I don't want nobody to follow me. I don't want to ever listen, man. I'm just like y'all, man. I'm not above nobody. I'm not below nobody. I'm right. Evil kill playing with y'all, man. I'm not trying to take advantage of nobody. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sit up here and get nobody no false sense of reality. I'm not trying to coerce or manipulate anybody into doing anything that they wouldn't do under the right conditions in the right, correct, and exact state of mind, right? I'm just here to do exactly what I do, y'all, and that's to break this stuff down and get this information, y'all, and do what I do. That's it, man. That's it. And no gimmicks. My real name is Virgil L. Berry II. All that shit. I ain't got nothing. I don't go by no moniker. You know, I Stacks with the Facts, but I'm Virgil Berry, aka Stacks with the Facts, not Stacks with the Facts. And then I tell y'all find out my name is Virgil Berry. Dig? I want y'all to understand that this situation right here, y'all, my brothers, my black brethren, content creators, no homo, ball, big or small, right? Pause. They coming for us, man. They watching and they listening. Why you think they let everybody get monetized? Why you think they made it, let's say, simpler, easier to get monetized? That means they really watching everybody now. They want to make sure you ain't getting your Nature Boy 3 God on. And if you think this case ain't going to be used as the catalyst study case law for future situations, boy, something wrong with you. You better make sure when you on this internet, you better make sure you're not trying to all that. This is the unintelligent artificial intelligence coming for not only specifically us, but all things that come along with that, man. This is them controlling revenue stream. This is them controlling who can have access to this certain type of content. This is going to contribute to the community rules changing constantly even more. More censorship. More surveillance. More percentage on revenue stream. I want y'all to understand that YouTube is a global platform. There's over 3 billion people on YouTube's platform. Almost damn near triple that on Google. And most of y'all ain't never even heard of Alphabet. We have to understand what's going on. We got to understand what we dealing with this stuff, man. And this boy right here, this boy Eligio is going to be the catalyst, man, for the coming for the rest of us, man, going forward. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the exact situation they use. They made it just public enough to where it got national attention. I'm pretty sure across some international mainstream or even what would be considered alternative media sources, people are aware of this because people all over the world are familiar with Nature Boy. So I wouldn't be surprised. But what I'm saying, it hasn't had the worldwide exposure that like other things has. But it's getting just enough attention to be able to bring into fruition HR 1955 protocols more and more and more. And we're going to start seeing specifically in America amongst us that they're going to start coming for us more often and more frequently and more intense. They want to make sure we ain't out here coercing and manipulating people into being part of cults. This is part of the Black nationalists. I'm telling you, they're coming for Black nationalists specifically and especially. This is COINTELPRO 10.0. Right? So all you dudes out there talking your gods and your earths and the Mother Earth goddess, divine feminine, all that shit you dudes out here talking, man. They don't want y'all talking about what they're doing. Y'all exposing it too much. And they'll use you just until they can abuse you or misuse you. Huh? Let you get real big, man. Let you get real popular and famous. Let you get a real cult-like following. Ooh, 48 laws of power. Right? "48 laws of power," y'all. This is law number 27 in 48 laws of power. Right? To create a cult-like following, you must first offer people something to believe in. This could be a new ideology, a set of values, or even just a sense of community. You must then keep your message vague and full of promise. This will allow people to project their own hopes and dreams onto you and your movement. This is Law 27 of the 48 Laws of Power. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. And this is exactly what Eligio did. I wouldn't be surprised if Eligio has read the 48 Laws of Power. It's one thing to read the 48 Laws of Power. It's another thing to be able to successfully implement them in real time. And that's exactly what Eligio did. He created a cult-like following to play on people's need to believe in something. Right? Something greater than themselves. And listen here, let me break this down for you. And through their weaponized, epigenetically passed down trauma, childhood, familial, global, human, collective, family trauma, right? People's weaponized trauma. And now I want y'all to understand what I mean when I say weaponized. Our trauma has been weaponized against us in order to be used in such a way, right, as to be able to play on our need to believe in something greater than ourselves. And versus us focusing on our epigenetically passed down trauma and where it stems from and addressing the things that come along with that, we're going to project that onto something that's greater than ourselves or something that we have been made to believe through manipulation, coercion is greater than us. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be an idea, a school of thought, carbonation. But at the top of carbonation was the figurehead of three God, Eligio Bishop, Nature Boy. So what these young people do, clearly coming from broken homes to some degree, dysfunctional homes for some degree. And when you see the cult-like following Eligio was able to garner, that lets you know that a lot of us suffer from trauma. Look how easy a lot of these kids or young people, they weren't just like raggedy, gooky people off the street. People come from two-parent homes. Families have money. Some of the kids, you gotta think, some of these people was able to get this dude like 100 bands. He said somebody gave him 300,000, 30,000, 80,000, 90,000. Where they getting this money from? So to be able to be manipulated and coerced in the way that they could be or potentially be by Eligio, something was going on at home. And they all turned state's evidence on him. And he's doing life without the possibility of parole plus 10 years. See, this is what the 48 Laws of Power didn't tell you niggas. It didn't tell you the reverse of creating a cult-like following. It didn't tell you what you have to give in exchange to do so. Because when you're paying on somebody's need to believe, you are almost always manipulating them to do something that's probably not for their best interest. Right? It's the difference between what you should do and what you need to do. Right? The choice is yours, though. You have the ability to decipher and discern between what you need to do and what you should do. Often the two don't coincide with each other. I'm telling y'all, man, they about to start coming for us, man. Y'all better quit playing on. Y'all better box cleverly on this here YouTube, man. You hear me, man? They ain't playing no type of games, man. And Nature Boy done sit up there and put the crosshairs on all of our backs big time. You hear me?
Lord, save these niggas, Lord. They niggas about to go to hell because of their divine feminine. Come on. Look how he move his hands. Oh no. Not the Catwoman.
Oh. That's his old stripper days coming out in him, man. Look at that nigga's feet, man. That pause, man. That nigga look like he took gymnastics or some shit, man. Pause, man.
Hold on. Before we even go back, wait a minute. Stop. We got to go back because he did one of them divine feminine hand gestures. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh no. Wait a minute. The funky hop. Yeah, that's that divine feminine.
That's wild right there.
Oh no. Nah, see, this nigga used to be a stripper. He's showing them old veteran stripper moves.
Man.
These is the moves that this is how he was able to pay his bills and shit. Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying, how goofy people is nowadays, man. Y'all watch these dudes on internet, on YouTube, and y'all become so glamorized, so mesmerized by some stuff that you ain't never heard, man. These dudes, man. He ride along with his guys. He ride in the same boat as guys like Young Pharaoh. They two of the same kind, similar. A lot of these guys on here with this so-called consciousness, Pan-Africanism, whatever you want to call it, spiritual, Odu Ifa, nature, Gaia, Earth, the grounding, and the roots, and the no, man. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. My people suffer from the lack of knowledge, man. You hear me? And look where this boy at now. Let's go, man.
And his back used to go to his stomach. Like, you probably always wanted to eat, but you was broke at the time. I've never seen, and let's just keep this shit real. I ain't never heard no stories about this nigga kidnapping or trying to hold somebody hostage.
None. I gotta say that. This is what I'm saying, though, man. But y'all gotta understand why this boy got booked. Like I say, man, y'all gotta understand why he got booked. Y'all have to understand why he got booked, man. He's not actually guilty of any of the crimes he did proven in the court of law, man. He is guilty by public opinion. That's what I'm trying to get here and tell y'all. He has been deemed guilty by the court of public opinion of the persona of his residual self-image, his digital online self, how he presented himself, along with the things that he's been accused of, is enough to surmise and basically say that, you know, on some Minority Report shit, based off of all of this stuff we see that's very, you know, lascivious and diabolical and all this stuff we see online, and plus what these people are saying, it's more than likely that you're guilty of this. But we don't have to prove it now because everybody else believes that you've done this stuff, whether we have any actual DNA, any actual footage of you committing these acts. Not only that, he admitted a lot of this stuff himself too. So that's also grounds for not to have any proof outside of you admitting you do it. Do you understand if you admit to doing something, they don't have to prove that you did it? Do you know that? In most courts of law in America, if you say, I did that, it ain't gonna be no investigation. They ain't gonna do nothing else. I did it. I'm the one that did it. Just terrible, man. Just terrible. They have allowed us to have the access to the internet that we have through the various platforms of social media, what I call social engineering, and have given us a false sense of like we got ownership of controlling this stuff when we do not. And they will allow some of us to become so big, so famous, so wealthy, and they know through our epigenetically passed down weaponized trauma that most of us ain't even aware of, let alone have begun to even address to heal from it, start that process. They know they can be weaponized against us in order to do their bidding, and in exchange for the things that we have been deprived of due to this trauma we've experienced, growing up in the hood, poverty, poor. Now you got wealth. Because you can make a lot of money on these platforms, Bigo, YouTube, Snapchat, BitChute, Rumble, Discord. You can make money, lots of it too. But it's not going to be based off of your talent. Your talent to get you there, but it won't keep you there. What talents really did Nature Boy display outside of the intangibles that we know he had? He was intelligent. He was charismatic, magnetic. He had the ability to speak, and with his gift of knowing the language and a little bit of knowledge we were talking about, he could, persuade people to go along with his ideologies. A lot of us have that ability. Some of us, most of us have that ability, but not a lot of us have it in the way that Nature Boy had it. Imagine if he used his ability to actually help people. So when the unintelligent artificial intelligence becomes aware of this, because we all have been made to think that we have to live our lives online, especially with the advent of social media, we got to share every aspect of our lives with our social media audiences via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Discord, Rumble. You hear me? BitChute. You understand me? Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Bigo, TikTok. You hear me? And they're monetizing that, which is incentivizing us to keep engaging and interacting with it, because the more we do it, the more money we can make, the more lit we can be, the more popping we can be. We can take care of our families now. We can be wealthy. And we can also have our influence spread. I guarantee y'all there's some people around America who really is on some carbonation shit. I guarantee you it is. I would not be surprised. This wasn't an act. This was a very serious situation. And the very fact that he's the only one going down for it and no one else is as of right now, that lets you know to some degree. That lets you know to some degree what y'all. Now, y'all tapping in with me now, man. And I don't see none of my people in the comment section. So everybody who tapping in, except for Jalen and my man XL Pro, everybody who tapping in now is people who don't normally tap in with me because I normally don't go live as much because normally I'll be at work, but I've been having the past couple of Saturdays off because, you know, we just been not having that busy overtime, just overtime on Friday. We ain't really having it on Saturday. So I've been able to chill at the crib and get some extra things done. Like I'm on chapter 4 of the Ouroboros agenda. You dig, y'all? Let me cam up real quick. I said I'm on chapter 4 of the Ouroboros agenda. I don't know how many chapters it's going to be on. I'm just writing. And when it's time for me to stop, I'll stop. But I got some structure and order to it, though. But I'm on chapter. I just finished chapter 3 up at work yesterday. See, if you're going to have to, this is what you got to do. You got to optimize your time, y'all. If you're going to have to work like most of us do to provide a living for ourselves as one of our streams of income, make sure you optimize as much as your time as you can while you're at work. Fortunately, I work somewhere which allows me to be able to do my job very efficiently and proficiently and effectively while also leaving me time to write in my notebook my thoughts and stuff, bars, songs, all that stuff. And that's what I do at work. I'm on chapter 4. I'm actually going to do some writing today and tomorrow. You know. So the Ouroboros agenda is coming, y'all. It's coming. I'm on chapter 4. I got 3 chapters done. I got the 4 done and 3 chapters done, and I'm on chapter 4. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I'm already in contact with somebody to help me revise it and get it published and all of that too. So it's beautiful. It's gonna be truly beautiful. And I'm already in contact with my peoples to do the voice, turn it into an audio book. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all gonna love this book when I put this book out, man.
The bitch that just told on them.
Yeah, like I said, man, nobody. See, as far as the kidnapping, though, like, I just don't see where he was forcing anybody to stay there. They didn't prove that, man. Outside of them just saying that he did, there was no way for them to corroborate that, though. I want y'all to understand that, like R. Kelly, like Bill Cosby, not like Puffy. They got reams of evidence on Puffy. Do you understand they got hardcore evidence on Sean Combs? Do you understand that? You understand that Sean Combs has been under investigation since this situation where he's been under heavy investigation by the FBI specifically for the past 12 years. Sean is in trouble. You hear me? And when this is all said and done, if he happened to come out of this unscathed, it's a trick to it, boy. That's almost a lot of people were probably thinking that Nature Boy was going to come out unscathed, including Nature Boy. No, I knew when I seen him telling that white boy to call him God, kiss his feet, had that white boy bowing down in front of him on camera. I said, "Oh yeah, he's going to the joint. He is going to prison." Let's go.
YouTube and everybody. Oh my God, this man is deep. No, he's not.
Not deep.
Do me a favor, get my likes up before we start this one.
That y'all ain't never heard.
Hold on, this somebody's son. We ain't even 10 minutes. We ain't even.
This is why I don't mess with Bigo myself, too. This is why I rock with Sinful, man. I got hip to Bigo when I was in the halfway house. And let me tell y'all something. I felt the demonic spirit of just everything when I was interacting with that. It's a lot of fun boys on there. It's a lot of just some crazy sex drive stuff on there. And that's just ain't my thing, man. I don't want no parts of no Bigo, man. Bigo is crazy. You hear me? Bigo is wild. You hear me? That's the devil's playground over there, man. The devil's digital playground. Bigo.
Even 10 seconds in
TikTok is like a watered down version of Bigo, right?
the conversation. And I don't like the way this dude said hello. And I don't like the way he said, I heard a lot of things about you. Yeah. Y'all failing y'all kids out here.
Failing.
This somebody's son telling another man, I heard a lot of things about you. What you mean? What you hear?
But Nature Boy, I do have a bone to pick with you because something was brought to my attention.
What have I done, Lord?
Do you know what that was, Nature Boy, that was brought to my attention?
Was it something homosexual?
Man, y'all let this dude coerce y'all out of money and stuff, man. A lot of y'all people was listening to this dude. So you would subscribe to him, Lala Dash? I'm about to drop the link on y'all, man. Y'all could come up and say something if y'all want to, man. You feel me? Because a lot of y'all was subscribed to Nature Boy. A lot of y'all supported Nature Boy. This boy had, like, I want to say at one point in time, hold on, let me see, man. Let me see if they done remove all his content yet, man. Yeah, they done remove his content, man. They removed all his content. You can't go to his page. Yeah, they removed all his content, Jack. It's over with. Yeah, they removed all his content, man. Are you talking about Bigo? Yeah, Bigo is terrible, man. Bigo is disgusting. You hear me? Bigo is disgusting. You hear me? That is the devil's playground over there, Jack. You hear me? Devil's playground. That's what's up, Lala Dash. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I dropped that link, man. Anybody tapping in, y'all can come up and speak on this, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude having full-blown conversations with homosexuals. He's a homosexual.
Did I violate? Did I break any rules? Or
you didn't break a rule, but you there's a man named Polygod. Do you know him?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know you to be of the homosexual sort. I know the things I've heard of you of having various women in your life and feeding your semen to your children and having them drink your nut and things like that.
I've learned so much.
You see the stuff that he just said? Right? Now peep this right here, man. I'm gonna go to another video. Well, hold on. Is this something here that I want to show? When the police came in over there. This the one. Oh yeah, this is the one right here when he had the white boy. All right.
And in black. If this shit ain't the funniest shit, come on.
On your face.
This right here. This is what got him booked.
On your face, Jungle. On your face.
This is what got him booked.
Right here. Right before God me, nigga. I'm God. Remember? Yeah, on your face. Back up a little bit.
This is what got him booked, y'all.
Let him see it. Say the black man is God.
The black man is God.
Wow. Nigga.
This is what got him booked right here, y'all. I'm telling you. This is what got Eligio booked right here. It was cool when niggas was all singing and doing all the outside and all that bullshit. It was different when it got to this level right here. This is what got Eligio booked right here. I'm telling you. This is what got him booked.
Like I said, the white man always got to show you niggas that you still niggas for you to still even record this.
Whew.
Now, of course, it might make a black bitch pussy wet. It might make a nigga laugh. But nigga, it'll make you cry later.
Cry later, brother. Trust me.
I apologize.
Let me tell y'all something, man. When they played this in the courtroom, they didn't show us the entire trial. We didn't see everything. When they played this right here, oh my God, man. I know when the jury seen some of this footage that this boy got these white boys and bowing down on all fours, prostrating themselves, man, calling this man God, kissing his feet, rubbing his feet. He talking to man. I'm saying here, telling you, Jack. This is what got him booked. It was okay when it just was him and you raggedy, musty little bras and you goofy, fun boy ass dudes just was dancing and then talking all that stuff. They watching, they listen, they archiving. Okay, yeah, we building the case. Yep. Let them get more subscribers. Yep, more super chats. Yep. Oh, they doing PPPs. Oh yeah, we watching. Go ahead. Yep. They moving across countries, state lines, city lines, country lines, boundaries. Oh, it's international. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is some terrorist shit right here. Yeah, keep doing it. We're gonna let y'all get big. Oh, he got 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 345,000 subscribers. Yeah, let him keep. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's cool. It's good. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Is that a Jewish boy? Oh, see, now he acting crazy. Oh, he got Jewish boys over there following him. Oh yeah, now it's an issue. And it's only an issue not because he's a Jewish boy. We don't give a damn about them. It's the issue because we can use it to trigger everybody else. And that'll give us more control over what happens on this internet. Y'all gotta be able to peep the damn plays that these damn unintelligent artificial intelligence is playing on us, man. They pause, man. They're attacking us from all angles, perceptually. Do you understand what I'm talking about when I say that? This is what got Eligio booked right here, y'all, man.
Apologize. Spare me. I tried my best. And I apologize. I failed. I need you, black man.
Woo.
To help me.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it's gonna make a black man laugh because I ain't gonna lie, as a nigga, I'm laughing my ass off. Like I said, this will make a black bitch pussy wet. It'll make a nigga laugh, but it's gonna make you cry in the end. Come on.
Trust me, that boy Eligio was in that cell right now, and that reality is starting to set in, brother and sister. And let me tell you, when you're in that cell, man, you sitting in that cell, it's cold. They giving you that nasty ass, fake ass, who knows what type of meat that is, bologna sandwich with some mayo on it and a damn warm ass room temperature milk and an apple or some shit like that. You hear me? And you hungry, so you gonna smash that shit because you've been at court all day. But then they just said you might not be able to eat after they told you just got a life sentence without parole, though. But after all the delusions of grandeur go away, after all the romp and all the theatrics go away, and you sitting in that goddamn cell off in that who's gal, man, I'm sitting here, I'm telling you, man, this is when the demons really start to administer to you. This is when the spirit of suicide, which is a cousin of the spirit of molestation, the spirit of promiscuity, the spirit of homosexuality, the spirit of suicide is a distant cousin that'll come along, creeping along. Eligio gonna be all right in the joint. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him. He gonna fit right in. He gonna fit right in. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him when he get to the joint. He going to the state joint too. He ain't even going to the Fed joint. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Eligio. He good. He good. You feel me? Ain't nothing gonna happen to Eligio on the joint. They're gonna embrace him there. He's going to where the homosexuals just reside and abide, and just they got the whole structure of the prison system set up to placate and basically to support homosexuality. Yeah, he with some of his community, like Lala said, man. He with some of his community. He with some of his community. Yes. When I seen this, y'all see, I gotta roll up, man, because this is, I understand how serious this ain't about to, and see, listen to what I'm telling y'all. On a higher level, this ain't got nothing to do with Eligio. This ain't got nothing to do with the carbonation. This got everything to do, though, with HR 1955. Everything to do with what I'm talking about right now, and how they're going to use this to comfort the rest of us. So all my fellow brethren content creators out there, all my sisters, pay attention to this. All of y'all that got that God complex, man, y'all got to let that stuff go. It's going to get you booked, man. You hear me? This is when I knew Eligio was going to the joint. Fuck all that. Get banned. Get a strike. Be gone for it. No, I'm talking about, this is when I know this dude is, I said, oh, they sent him, he's going to prison. When I seen this, man, listen here, Jack. You hear me?
Show me the way. Show me the way to build.
Y'all hear the demon manifesting through his voice? That's not even his regular speaking voice, man. Let's go, man. This dude Eligio was sick. He had multiple entities residing, and abiding over him, man.
A sustainable civilization. To show me to build a sustainable living situation. A sustainable civilization. A sustainable civilization.
What I tell y'all about watching out for that word sustainable? Man, let's go.
I realize the power of melanin. And I bow before.
This is indoctrination, y'all. I want y'all to understand. This is everything HR 1955 talks about. This is violent radical. This is ideologically based violence. This is the use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence, man. To coerce, go against anything of the government says. And this can be done by anybody who does this is considered guilty of spreading ideologically based violence. It don't matter who you are. Go read this stuff. Go read the definitions of this stuff, y'all, in HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. That is law. I'm not making this up. This is law. Y'all got to understand this is the law. And it's being implemented now, specifically, especially strategically through the internet, social media, social engineering, because it's engineering society to behave in a way to be able to implement these laws that we have no say-so in. Do you remember voting on HR 1955? We don't vote on any of these House resolutions. We don't have a say-so on any of these Senate bills, these executive orders. We don't have say-so on this stuff. This stuff get passed like on holidays, on the weekend, late at night, and we don't know nothing about a lot of this stuff. Now, put a number 11 in the chat if before you tapped in with me today, you heard about HR 1955. This is when I knew Eligio was getting booked. Let's go. Rest in the essence, the sinful to P.
For God.
And I bow before God.
Absolute 3.
Absolute 3.
See the attitude on her face?
Oh my God.
Boy, I'm telling you, when they played that in that courtroom right there, that's why he got life right there. That's why he got life. Ooh, wait, boy.
For that to be recorded.
Oh my God.
And could you imagine that being played in a courtroom in front of white people?
My Lord.
See, it's good on YouTube for laughs and views and likes. You know, niggas is gonna laugh in the comment section. A black bitch, you know, black bitches like violence. Black bitches like dominance.
That's why y'all
So they'd be like, oh, sin, I don't like that. But behind closed doors, yeah, a bitch like that shit. They like to see you punk another man, especially if it's.
Lets you know how a lot of y'all broads. Just lets you know how fried a lot of y'all broads. Just lets you know how silly and goofy and stupid a lot of y'all broads is, man. Just dumb, just stupid, man. Just retarded. Just, oh my God, man. This is the worst thing ever is the 2 DABs. You got the acronym DAB. Shout out to my nigga Young, man, my little bro, man. DABs, man. There's 2 type of DABs. It's drunk ass bitches and it's dumb ass bitches. They often are coinciding and residing in the same girl. Because 9 times out of 10, if a chick is a dumb ass bitch, she's a drunk ass bitch. And if she's a drunk ass bitch, she's a dumb ass bitch. You need, but a dumb ass bitch doesn't necessarily have to be a drunk ass bitch. But if she's a drunk ass bitch, 9 times out of 10, she's a dumb ass bitch too. You know? Come on.
It's a white man. Appreciate that 20. So this is cool for social media for entertainment.
Yeah.
But oh my God.
My Lord.
When this get played in the courtroom.
Ooh, wait.
Oh my God.
My
For this
Lord.
to be played in a courtroom full of white people.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
My Lord. My Lord. When I seen this, I said, oh my Lord, man. I said, ooh, wait. I said, when they play this back in the courtroom, in front of that white judge, that white prosecutor, them white sheriffs, deputies, white people in the audience, white people watching on TV, the white media, white prosecutor, man, I said, whoa. I said, my Lord, they're gonna book his ass. I didn't think he was gonna get life without parole. I didn't think they was gonna trim him up like that. I knew they was gonna tear him out the frame, but whoa, wait. Life without the possibility of parole? Guilty on all charges, even though they didn't really have the level of evidence they really needed to convict, man. This case, in cases like it, R. Kelly's case, Bill Cosby case, this is letting y'all know that we can be guilty without no evidence against us. Hearsay, public opinion, basically guessing through a series of content put online via social media. Man, this is crazy, man. It's a lot of y'all dudes on social media talking about certain things, man. Y'all on social engineering talking about certain subjects, certain topics, man. A lot of y'all spread certain ideologies, man. You know, schools of thought. You know, I want y'all to understand what is going on, man. Y'all better realize what can happen to you, man, on this damn internet, man.
Any real district attorney, man, would just ruin you just off that.
Oh, my Lord.
White people gonna be like, oh, no, this nigga's going too far.
Too far.
You was cool with your little jiggle.
And you got to understand when y'all watch this in the media, man, look how they've been covering it, man. Look what the white people have been saying. I've been talking about this. This is on all networks throughout the country, man. Look how the white people was talking about this, man. Calling him a cult leader, comparing him to Jim Jones. Comparing him to the one dude from the one cult from the 90s, man. I can't remember what it was called, man. Damn, what was that stuff called? It's leaving my memory right now, man. Right? Yeah, man. Y'all better understand how serious this is. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. This ain't no little stuff on YouTube that's just something to laugh at and just, this is serious, man. And especially serious considering us, brothers. Right? Now we all going to be considered Eligio bishops. Coercing people, manipulating, man. Y'all better, man, all y'all dudes, Umar ass niggas, Pan-African. I told y'all they coming for all that shit. What have I been telling y'all, man? Pan-Africanism, pro-black, even saying, F-A-B-A, right? I said even F-A-B-A. Y'all might want to fall back on attaching that shit to your name, nigga. They coming for us, brethren. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, box cleverly with your language on this here YouTube and this internet, man.
Go bunnies. We was cool with your little black jigaboos, but now you doing this to our people? Yeah, this nigga has gone too far.
Way too far.
Put him under the jail.
What? Ooh, that was a good one. This makes some sense there, continue.
This is why it's important for us to be in our daughters' lives, brothers. This is important for us to be in our daughters' lives and be men, man. Don't be no sucker ass nigga, man. Be a real man in your daughter's lives, man.
Good one, Sober. That was a good one. Slap a bitch back to sense. Like, stop wasting our fucking time making this shit about you, ho. This about me. Rub my motherfucking legs and my toes and suck on my toes. Bitch, fuck you. And you can say it's abuse, but please leave. Yeah. Hey, we're good.
My Lord.
I don't think y'all really seen that. Hold on, let's go back.
My Lord.
Let's go back.
My Lord.
Some of y'all didn't get it. You were still thinking about the white boy being on the ground. Hold on.
My Lord, man. When white folks think this right here in that courtroom, I'm telling y'all, man, they said, yeah, we about to throw the book at this nigga. Who the fuck this nigga think he is? Yeah, like I said, it was all good when it's just this little black folks doing it. Yeah, we let that rock. But as soon as they started seeing them white boys doing it in the carbonation, they said, oh, hell no. No.
See the attitude on her face?
Smack that bitch.
What? Ooh, that was a good one.
My Lord.
This makes some sense there, continue.
My Lord. My Lord. Listen to this chick right here.
Gotta remember that too. It's videos of her admitting to lying on him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, how the district attorney is going to flip it, they're going to flip it as she was doing it out of fear and he was manipulating her into doing it. But the lawyer for Nature Boy can use that.
Definitely
because she did admit that when she came from Prince York back to Nature Boy, that she did lie on him. She admitted that. Then she busted.
And then we got multiple of these people involved with this who did the same thing. So this is why I'm saying I don't have no remorse or no sympathy for any of these people involved because they were willingly involved. He didn't make them do anything that they didn't want to do. They had the option to leave whenever they wanted to, and everything that they did was all willingly done because that was contingent upon them joining his carbonation. They could simply have not agreed to did it, and they wouldn't have been involved. So I say that to say that I don't think he's the only one that should be going down, but understanding why the reason why he's the only one going down is because everybody else ratted on him. They all turned state's evidence and testified against him. All of them.
Out crying and all of that shit. Then, matter of fact, hold on. I'm not done. Just thought about that. Y'all was over there on some kumbaya shit just 2 seconds ago. Hold on, I'll show y'all.
Crazy, man.
Before we get out of here, hold on. Some of y'all gonna get bounced out again. I don't know what it is, but on this iPhone, when shit get like 20%, 10%, motherfuckers get bounced. And Velvet, look at, I didn't even show y'all that. After the arrest, this is what one of the little Mama 9 bitch had to say. Hold on. Before we get to choir rehearsal and shit.
Nobody talking about it's motherfuckers who left.
Hold on.
Keep this nigga locked up. Keep this nigga behind bars. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. It's motherfuckers who left. Still talking about some free the 3 guy. Fuck the 3 guy. That nigga need to be locked up.
See, look at this girl right here. She's a beautiful girl. But we could clearly see that the spirit of homosexuality resides and abides all over her. Right? We can clearly see that. She's beautiful. She's a pretty girl, too. Sad. It's so sad. It be just breaking my heart when I see beautiful girls, beautiful women who could possibly potentially be somebody's mother and bring forth some more life into this world, man, and add to our numbers, which are being depleted systematically at that. She on the other side, man. That's terrible. That's sad to me, man. That breaks my heart, man. Let's go.
Y'all not gonna, y'all don't care about it. Motherfuckers don't care because it ain't their mother, it ain't their sister, it ain't their niece. You feel me? Like, it's women over there who are being.
This the one that he gave to Musa. And she always was pretty much had that dyke spirit. I remember that. We talking about gay now. This bitch always been gay. She was gay when she was with Musa. She wanted a woman then. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was fucked up about. I made the joke. Y'all probably gonna remember. I was like, damn, the bitch want a bitch and the nigga want a nigga.
Ain't that
I was like, he just put a nigga with this bitch and a bitch with a nigga. She fiending for a bitch and he fiending for a nigga. She wants some pussy and he want a big strong Mandingo warrior.
Pause.
I was like, I don't know how this relationship gonna work out, but I mean, hey, same carbonation, same carbon time, I guess. Come on.
Abused. You know what I'm saying? Who are being manipulated, mind controlled. You feel me? These are young women. These are young men who have a good heart, who just trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Who really look at this dude as a guide, as a teacher, someone who's going to guide them. But instead they're getting abused and thinking that it's discipline or it's, you know what I'm saying? But it's not okay. We see it online that how he talks.
I ain't even trying to be funny, but I really need that wave cap that this bitch got on. Seriously, like I hear what she's saying and everything, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. But bitch, if you hear this, sitting at the sin, I need that wave cap.
And the things he's doing is not okay to anybody's spirit. Watching it just upsets people. You know what I'm saying? Fuck dude. Fuck the 3 guy. Lock this stupid ass nigga up. He a bitch. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the 3 guy. If anybody else talking about free him, it's fuck you too. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you too.
That when she was over
I don't
there,
give a fuck what he done did. I don't give a fuck what knowledge you teach. Bitch, you don't.
Chino, exhale, fuck you too. Fuck Bad Boy as a label and a motherfucking staff. Come on.
I don't knowledge. You're not applying it. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. Because if it was my mother being beat, if it was my sister being beat, this is how I feel. This is real righteousness. This is what it means to be righteous and to be upright and to be compassionate. You know what I'm saying? And to be a human being. You feel me? It's like, what? Like, if it was your mother, your sister, your niece, you would want that nigga to be in jail, period. Because you manipulating my sister to think it's okay to get hit. Because you manipulating my mother to think it's okay to get hit. That's why he deserves to be behind bars, nigga. It's because he's manipulating motherfuckers to think it's okay.
Damn, she said that hard as hell like a nigga. Boy, we living in a day now where these niggas are soft as hell and these bitches is hard like Onyx used to be. Like, she come off like she just got through listening to an Onyx album. You know, he need to be in jail, nigga. The fuck is you saying, my nigga? Like, she hard as hell.
for certain shit to happen. Like, nigga, we heard you kicked Malia in the stomach. Like, you kicked Malia in the stomach. Like, come on now. It can't get, like, I know it's got worse. I've heard it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I will testify. I will testify to say that, yes, I heard screams. And then when them screams sound like the bitch was about to die. I'm sorry, I want to call it a B word.
It's all fun when it's all good,
It sounded
man.
like she was about to die. I'm not, you feel me? I'm not finna, you feel me? That's morals. Morals over principles. My morals come first. My heart come first. Like, that shit was horrible. It was horrible to hear them screams. For someone to do that to another human being, it just shows who they are. It shows who you are for you to do that to a woman.
Right? You already know, man. You know, I told you, man, it's important for me to cover this story, but I had to roll up, man, because I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane, man. Right? Right?
Especially
you stupid as hell. Gotta keep my do-rag on. You stupid with the Dave Hollister.
I gotta keep my do-rag going. Now, let me put something in perspective for y'all, though, right? Let me put something in perspective for y'all. All right. HR 1955, y'all. This is an act of Congress, right? In the Senate. Right? Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. This is the law, y'all. I'm not just saying this stuff. I'm not just making this up. This is the law. Y'all have to understand this. Definitions. Violent radicalization. The term violent radicalization means the process of adopting or promoting an extremist belief system for the purpose of facilitating ideologically based violence to advance political, religious, or social change. Right? I want y'all to understand this, man. Read this. Go research HR 1955. I'm going to read it again. The term violent radicalization, it means the process of adopting or promoting an extremist belief system for the purpose of facilitating ideologically based violence to advance political, religious, or social change. Understand how broad that is. That is very non-specific. Homegrown terrorism. The term homegrown terrorism means the use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence. The fact that it says force or violence lets you know that force and violence is not considered the same thing as in pertaining to this legislation and the definition of this term. Force or violence means that it's the difference between the two. Force and violence are not the same here. What is force? Mental or moral strength, the ability to influence. physical power, physical strength, the ability to get people to go along. This is what force means, y'all. Force or violence by a group or individual born, raised, or based and operating primarily within the United States or any possession of the United States to intimidate or coerce the United States government, the civilian population of the United States, or any segment thereof in furtherance of political or social objectives. This is the law. Now let's get to ideologically based violence. The term ideologically based violence means the use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence by a group or individual to promote the group's individual or individuals' political, religious, or social beliefs. All of this is what Nature Boy is guilty of. And that is why they gave him life in prison, because they want to eradicate this. And oh, he will be in there. He has life without the possibility of parole plus 10. He's going to do a minimum of 25, 35 years in prison. But he has without the possibility of parole, so he's never getting out. Eligio will spend the rest of his life in prison. I want y'all to understand that. And it has not been proven beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt that he is guilty of committing any crimes. Understand that. He's convicted by public opinion of being guilty of spreading ideologically based violence. Do y'all understand that, man? He didn't actually do anything. He didn't break the law in the normal sense of what we consider breaking the law. But according to H.R. 1955, he is guilty of spreading ideologically based violence and violently radicalizing people. Because once again, just because you violently radicalize somebody doesn't necessarily mean you used physical force to do it, because force isn't just physical. You can be guilty of spreading ideologically based violence without actually physically doing something to somebody. You can coerce somebody or manipulate somebody or influence somebody. I dare say, motivate somebody. Do y'all understand where I'm saying and where I'm going with this? Put a number 11 in the chat if you don't understand the severity of what this legislation implies and actually is law and means. This is why Eligio got 100 years, basically, plus 10. He got life without the possibility of parole, plus 10. Right? So he do 35 years in prison, he'll probably be able to come home. Now, at whatever age you think he is, you think he gonna make it 35 years in prison? And mind you, man, life is life, man. Not 25 to life. He didn't get 25 to life. He didn't get 15 to life, 20 to life, 30 to life. He got a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Plus 10 years. He ain't going no goddamn where. He's not coming home. He's not getting out. I was locked up with dudes serving the wildest sentences. Like, you got how much time, bro? Wow. It's crazy, right? I'm about to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to end the show with that right there so I could bring full circle what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, on the surface is Eligio and carbonation and la 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 la. And let me show y'all this as well too, right? Go research HR 1955, y'all, and read it for yourself, man. Understand what this legislation and the language being used. Understand what this legislation is saying. These are the findings. The development and implementation of methods and processes that can be utilized to prevent violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence in the United States is critical to combating domestic terrorism. Number 2, the promotion of violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence exists in the United States and poses a threat to homeland security. Number 3, this is very important. The internet has aided in facilitating violent radicalization, ideologically based violence, and the homegrown process in the United States by providing access to broad and constant streams of terrorist-related propaganda to United States citizens. Right? Sheesh. Like, I would agree, man. I think 100 years, I think life without the possibility of parole plus 10, I think that is very egregious. I gotta agree. I have to agree with that. That is, but listen to what they're not, and listen here though, La Dash. This lets you know that they are not playing with this stuff, with this violent radicalization. They're connecting this with terrorism. I want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to understand that they're associating this type of behavior with being a terrorist, homegrown terrorist at that. Now let's read the definition or the finding here. This right here is the law. They're saying that the internet has aided in facilitating violent radicalization and ideologically based violence, and that homegrown terrorism process in the United States by providing access to broad and constant streams of terrorist-related propaganda to United States citizens, right? They got this whole thing mapped out, y'all. But actually, at the same time, they're telling us that we're guilty of violent radicalization and spreading ideologically based violence if we do this stuff, but yet and still, we're being violently radicalized with this very ideologically based violence through platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now X, Discord, Rumble, BitChute. You have to accuse people of what you're doing. While the United States must continue its vigilant efforts to combat international terrorism, it must also strengthen efforts to combat the threat posed by homegrown terrorists based and operating within the United States. So who is the terrorist, y'all? Listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. We are the terrorists, man. Who are the majority of people in America? It's us. This legislation has basically deemed us all homegrown terrorists. Now, how is that possible? If you recall, and you go do your research and look into the U.S. Patriot Act, that U.S. Patriot Act deemed all of us American citizens enemy combatants. The only way you could be accused of being a terrorist, homegrown terrorist, is if you have to first be considered to be an enemy combatant. And U.S. Patriot Act made us all enemy combatants. And we've been in a perpetual state of war since, which is why this legislation was able to be passed. And now, according to HR 1955, we're now homegrown terrorists, right? Number 5, and this is the crucial one right here, man. This is crucial, y'all. Right? Understanding the motivational factors that lead to violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence is a vital step toward eradicating these threats in the United States. Now, this is the law, y'all. The U.S. government plans to eradicate these things of which I'm talking about when I talk about anything concerning or in relation to H.R. 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act, which is an act of the U.S. Congress and through the Senate. I want y'all to understand that this is law, and they're implementing it now. Giving Eligio a very, what we say, egregious, or what Lala Dash said is egregious. Lala Dash said an egregious sentence, according to law, is right and exact, because giving somebody life without the possibility of parole plus 10 years is basically eradicating them, destroying them, killing them, annihilating them, doing away with them. That is definitely, according to law, what they did. And I want y'all to goddamn it understand that this is the law. This ain't me making this up. This is not me piecing together things and painting a picture for you to get you to believe something. This is law. U.S. statute, law. U.S. Act of Congress, the House Resolution 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. This is law, y'all. This is an act of Congress. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand this? This legislation is 17 years old. Right before Barack Obama came into office. Now think about the things that happened considering terrorism, specifically homegrown terrorism, while Barack was in office for 8 years. I strongly encourage y'all to go read all legislation. Pay attention to when the House of Representatives and the Senate have their little shindigs on C-SPAN, man. Get informed on what's going on and how this system actually works. This is the most vital legislation passed in this country in our lifetime. Trust what I'm telling y'all. This is going to be the very legislation that sets the precedent moving forward for the society and new system that's coming in, specifically in America, and then probably model for the rest of the world, because I'm pretty sure similar legislation is in China and Russia and stuff like that. I'm positive it is. Right? Y'all better understand what's going on, man. You did. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Showing that love, man. Go research this, y'all, please. Y'all listen. Go research H.R. 1955. And I knew it was going to come a time shortly that they were going to be fully implementing this legislation. Now, they ain't fully outright implementing like tribunal courts or nothing like that, but they're doing it through the state systems for sure. I can see it. And Eligio's case is one of the very first catalyst case to display and show why they giving him the sentence they giving him. All right, man. I don't even know who Nika at Night is. You feel me? But you know, I just do what I do over here, man. You know, I just try to inform people on as much as I can about stuff I know we don't know about. And I want y'all to understand that the reason why Eligio got the sentence he got is because they are now implementing HR 1955 protocols. Now, man, y'all remember some years ago when in Georgia they was talking about using guillotines as a state as a choice of state execution? Do y'all remember that? In Georgia, all my people that tap in with me from GA, from Georgia, man. Y'all remember about a year or so ago, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, they was talking about reinstating using guillotines as a method of capital punishment in Georgia. Y'all remember that? This was not too long ago. This falls under HR 1955. They plan to eradicate this stuff, man. It's starting off as egregious, extra lengthy prison sentences. Next thing you know, it's going to be public executions. The legislation is set in place for it to happen because, once again, like I tell y'all, the U.S. government, as y'all just saw, wants to eradicate this stuff. Y'all better understand what it means to eradicate something, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, and I didn't even mean to go this long, man, but this is a serious situation, y'all. I'm like my motherfucking join up, man. Listen, man, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering, Jack. Shout out to all the real ones out there to support the real ones. Yeah, it's going to create case law, Lala Dash. Yes, that's what I said. They're going to use this as the catalyst. That's what I mean. This is going to be case law. This is the catalyst. This is going to be from moving forward, especially when it come to us, though. Specifically when it come to us. Because like Black nationalists are specifically spoken of in certain contingency plans and legislation that get passed that we don't know about. Because we have, as you see with Eligio, we have the most dominant influence that can be implemented, which is why things are happening, why we targeted in the way we are. Just imagine if we was 50% of the population. You know? Man, might as well say the eulogy for Eligio. Appreciate everybody coming out, man. I would say I was doing the show later on, but me and my brother L, we got some things we got going on later on the night, man. We're gonna create some content, and we're going to this play. One of my high school teachers who's been teaching at our high school that we graduated from since we graduated, he's retiring tonight. And it is his last production of the Wiz performance that they're known for in Capco and all that stuff in my city. They've been like the top peak performance crew to be doing it. And we're going up there to celebrate with Brother Harms, man. Maybe, hopefully, I can get Mr. Harms to come on the show and chop it up because he's a very intelligent brother. And I would like to pick his brain about some things if he would be willing to come on the show. So we're going to go up there and fellowship and celebrate with the brethren, man. His last performance tonight of the Wiz, man. Do your research on HR 1955, y'all. You hear me? Y'all see it on the screen. Just, write it down real quick. Yeah, I'm saying my teacher, Mr. Harms, he was my theater and drama teacher when I was in high school. Mr. Harms used to let us read our raps and stuff in the classroom, man. Shout out to Mr. Harms. He used to let us read our raps in the classroom. Try to encourage young brothers to get into acting and stuff like that, but we just was on other stuff. And he's retiring tonight. It's his last performance that he's directed and put together. So, you know, he retiring after the night, and we're going to go up there and celebrate and fellowship with the brother, me and my brother King Els. Shout out to my brother King Els. We had a beautiful Friday night wrap up last night. Y'all can go watch the replay on that. You did. We grinding and we growing. We got Don H on deck. Hit us up if you want to get your order your Don H. Go see us over there on Instagram at Don H Wine on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? At Don H Wine on Instagram. You did. No doubt, La La Dash, man. Appreciate that. Enjoyed your company and you tapping in. Everybody else too. Because like I say, man, this is how we do it over here at Real Talk, man. I chop it up about real shit. We talk about real stuff over here, man. And we're going to break it down to the very last compound, man. We're going to break it down. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to expose that which is not meant to be talked about and discussed. They don't want y'all to know about HR 1955. Put a number 11 in the chat. How many of y'all heard about HR 1955 before today? Be honest. Throw a number 11 in the chat if you've heard of this before today. You know, each one teach one. Y'all got to understand what's happening in our country and around the world, man. Y'all have to really understand and get a grasp of what actually is going on. And we being distracted by a lot of BS and effery. Yes, to the very last compound. I'm breaking niggas down to the very last compound. My nigga Keith Murray said that. Shout out to Keith Murray. You feel me? But listen, man, tap in, walk with me, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I go live down there every day. I drop hella pre-recorded shorts, going to the gym. We chop it up about real stuff over here. I have guests. I just had a guest on the show Thursday. My girl Tia came on the show. We chopped it up about some real stuff. Go watch that. Thursday night is ladies' night over here, where we have beautiful ladies come on here and we talk about interesting things that they do or discuss topics of conversation, so we get both perspective from the male side and the female side. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I know that's right. I get in you. Pause. You feel me? Shout out to Keith Murray, man. You know, chop it up about real shit, man. Every Thursday night is ladies' night, so all y'all ladies, man, y'all welcome to come in. If you want to be a guest on the show, hit me up, man. As long as it makes sense, we can make it happen. You know what I'm talking about? I have lots of beautiful, interesting chicks come on here and chop it up. I'm about to get up out of here, Jalen, man. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of waited a little too late to hit the link, man. We about to get up through. You did? We about to get up through, young brother. You know, so that's why I encourage y'all as soon as I drop the link. Whenever I'm over here with me and I drop the link, y'all welcome to come up as soon as I drop it. You feel me? Y'all welcome to come up. But when the show was over with, it's over with. We're going on 3 hours, 15 minutes. I normally don't go past 2. You dig? So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get under that 2-hour mark. You know what I'm talking about? But, yeah, it's good. I appreciate everybody coming in, tapping in. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all all welcome to come back. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow night, we're going to have to I'm going to drop some pre-recorded content today and tomorrow. You feel me? I'm constantly dropping content, so constantly tap in. Click on the notification bell. Let them know you want all the notifications. So every time I drop something, you get the notification, Jack. We got the Don H on deck. Like I said, you feel me? Go to Don H Wine on Instagram. All the contact information is there. You know what I'm saying? It don't even seem like it, right? It flies when you're having fun. You feel me? We drop heavy game in Jewels, though. I hope y'all learned something. Go study HR 1955, y'all. Go study this. Go learn this. You feel me? Let me throw some music on for y'all real quick, man. We about to get on up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I can go for hours talking about this stuff with y'all, man. But I got other stuff I got to do, so I can't. But what we definitely going to do is get to some music. You dig? Tap in, walk with us. Appreciate everybody who came in and showed some love. You did. You understand me? Yes, I smoke while I go live because I smoke. It's not illegal to smoke while you go live. You know what I'm talking about? You did. Play this joint, man, for all y'all niggas out there, man. You feel me? All you Allegio following ass niggas, man. Let this be a lesson to you niggas out there, man. Right? Let this be a lesson to all you niggas who have aspirations to do what Allegio was doing. Y'all better fall back and reevaluate that shit. Y'all better come on here, box cleverly with your language, drop your jewels, you understand me? Sit up there and figure out how to monetize your situation in the most efficient way you can without doing no gimmicks, selling out, resorting to doing things you know you really don't want to do just to create a following or garner an audience or to get some super chats, you money hungry, digital dope fiend ass niggas. Support each other. That's how we get that money, man. We can all get some money. There's enough money on here for all of us to get. We get the money by supporting each other. Definitely get clear about your life. Support each other. That's how we do it. We support each other. Go on each other's platform. Bring your audience to that next man audience and so forth. Interact with each other. Create content with each other. Do business with each other. Create situations. Get off a line and work in real time. Bars. Get off a line and work in real time. Go to Instagram and copy a Don H. Wine. You did. You know we really got them bars for real, La Dash, man. I ain't just saying that, man. We rap for real. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe, man. Share to everybody. Come tap in, man. We out of here, man. Hey, fake woke niggas, man. Y'all need to wake up. Stop being woke. Fuck that woke shit, man. To be woke is to still be asleep. You have to be awake and awaken. You did.
Drop that shit for these fuck niggas.
Hold on. Yeah. E&E. Stacks with the facts.
What up, Stacks?
I got my man Glitch the Guarantee on the track with me.
Glitch the Guarantee.
Yeah. And we bringing this message to you fake woke niggas.
Gotta wake these niggas up, man.
All y'all out there spreading them lies and falling victim to this propaganda.
Niggas believe in it.
Hey, Glitch. Let's talk to these niggas. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily. So I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock.
Shout out to my brother Glitch the Guarantee.
Fake
woke niggas be surrounding me daily. So I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock. Take them up. Time to wake them up.
I gotta set the alarm. Wake you up from your slumber. Wake them up. Floyd and Harry, fake woke niggas. Y'all dumbass niggas. Drop jewels, but people don't pay any attention. Me and the elite. We the wake them up henchmen.
A lot of times these woke niggas be really sleep. Shit, the price on a nigga's life is extra real cheap. Only the real for my niggas. We all elite. We made a living eating these rappers, nigga. Bon appetit. Yeah.
Pause. Me and my brethren be down for the cause. We gotta come together and tear down all these borders and illusory fault lines like racism and bring light to the woke, just like a baptism.
The congregation spoke. These niggas ain't who they claim to be. A bunch of Peter pop off niggas really be lames to me. Anytime you at war, it's gonna be casualties. The more we come together, it's easy to beat the enemies.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake them up. Time to wake them up.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, So my dance around the screen, nigga. Was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake 'em up. Time to wake 'em up. Alarm clock to the woke. Time to wake 'em up. The main initiative should be to get your cake up. You wave riding niggas need life jackets to stay afloat. Meanwhile, I'm blowing on gas straight from the Ivory Coast.
And every post I'll be hitting y'all with them straight facts. The smart grid is now here. We gotta face that. While they coming with microchips and vaccinations, fake woke niggas perpetuating indoctrination.
Fuck this pandemic. This was the damn gimmicks. Niggas will believe that they mom died if she still living. Open your eyes, nigga. You can see the lies, nigga. We gotta stop letting the blind lead the blind, nigga.
That's what real ones do, Lala Dash, man. We bring that out of you, man. It's gonna be hell, niggas. Fuck AOC. And come back next time. I'm Neo with this bitch. Who want they red pill?